You
We're
mean
live.
you mean it wasn't
We're live.
Maverick, Iceman, and Duck?
We're live. We're live.
All right, we're live.
Go live.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 133 for this somewhere in the middle of July here. Joined by the crew. They're all here. The band is back together, all four of us. We got Dave on our left,
Hello.
Pilch up on the right,
Bonsoir.
Ooh,
and
fancy.
joining us, and we're blessed to have him here with us. It's Captain 10 Pints. It's Mr. Neil.
I've been into the pub.
Excellent. Okay, well, look, it's great to have everyone back. I've obviously got lots to talk about, lots to catch up, but I'm just going to drive through the early stuff just to try and keep the whole show a little bit more concise, because I think they're sort of like, I don't know about you, but I'm itching to go out, itching to get done and get out there for a lovely summer's evening.
I've got guests. So
Neil's got guests. Pilch was looking to start early. So anyway, do we need to do football this week?
Football was live. Get on it. Check the tweets. The fantasy football has.
It's open for business.
It's open for the
isn't it?
next season, and prices are alive and all that bollocks. So if you were in the league last year, all you need to do to join the league this year is do your team and confirm it. If you weren't in the league last year, there is a link on the Footy channel on the Discord, which is now not hidden. From the
You now
all
have
and sundry.
access. Yeah, he got soft and opened the door to everyone.
Well,
So even if you're not into the
I've got
footy,
to the
you can-
point where, like, if you don't like the Footy chat, you're probably not listening to the podcast already, or you've muted the Discord, like Fraser has, obviously.
Funny enough, our Discord is one of the ones that I haven't muted. I have a list of
really?
Discords I have muted. Yeah,
Like every other Discord that you're in.
just about. Okay, so that's football. So fantasy footy is live and ready to go. Season doesn't start for another 3 weeks. Am I
I
correct
think
in
it's
that?
the 5th of August. It's a Friday night, 5th of August.
Yeah,
I think
3
is
to
the
4
first.
weeks.
I've
Okay,
signed up
good.
already. I'm in it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Dave's in it.
Yeah, you got to be in it to win it.
Dave's
Pilch.
team name is remind him
I'll-
to change his team.
You.
So.
I'll try to last more than 3 weeks before I get bored this time.
Come
Come on,
on.
man. Come
it's
on,
worth
man.
it.
You're not starting. Yeah, you're not going to get bored when we're talking about it.
Tottenham's year. It's Tottenham's year.
I've spent enough money. Should
Have
be.
you? I'm not sure you
I
have.
spent 60 million on Richarlison.
Well, sounds like that might have been a bit of a waste. That's like putting Richarlison in your fantasy football team.
Well, we bought 4 players. The last time we did that was when we blew all of the Gareth Bale money. So
And that went well. You won the league that year, didn't you?
Yeah. we became 6th, I think, that year. No, 5th.
Europa League, here we come.
No, we're in Champions League, mate. Champions League.
Well, you are for a little while. But yeah, Europa League, here we come.
Anyway, move on.
Okay, so that's football. Nothing on Twitch and YouTube. Nobody's been twitching, have they?
Negatory.
Okay, and Discord. Anything to talk about on Discord?
With a new person in Discord who's actually said something.
Yes. SLH came and joined us in Discord. We're
Thanks
honored
for joining. Yeah, we are
to have
indeed.
her, to have someone of such high caliber come and. If you don't know SLH, she has been a long-standing member of the community. Around about a load of us in the VG Hub. Is that still a thing? Pilch, your turn. Come on, get your axe out.
It's never been a thing, has it? Can we have a new section for the long COVID sufferers, please, in the Discord?
I
believe SLH is also a long COVID.
Yes, I think she has suffered with that. But aside
She's not
from
moaning about it though constantly. So
she is putting in a good shift. Actually, I think I read. So she put this. So it's not that I shouldn't be saying, because she put this in the Discord. That
it's public knowledge.
The public knowledge. Yeah, COVID gave her the sort of time off to basically allow her to have the time to get more involved in the veteran gamers and their Discord. So she is a moderator.
Good job she's about, to be honest, isn't it? You know,
Are you
can't leave it to them
kidding?
lot.
We
There would
all
literally
need
be
someone
no Discord,
sensible,
would there?
right? Yeah, she does sterling
Unfortunately,
work,
you lot have got me.
so. You do sterling work too.
Sensible is
so
not
yeah.
one of my.
Talking of sterling
things.
work, did anyone notice there's a joysticks and chill popped up?
Did
I did.
You haven't even noticed, have you?
listen
What?
to it?
Yeah, I've listened. I
yeah.
haven't listened to all of it yet. Have I? Yeah, no, I did listen to it. Yeah,
You're
I think,
weird though. You listen to podcasts when you go to bed. That's like
Yeah,
your time.
I listen to them in like 30-minute bursts. Yeah,
That's just weird to me.
So
So
I
what-
don't.
when do you wind it back the next day to the bit where you fell asleep?
It depends
How do
which
you know
podcast It depends which podcast I've fallen asleep to. So if I go to fall asleep to the CAGcast, I'll always go back and try and find out where the last bit I can remember. If I fall asleep to the Player One podcast, I never go back. I just keep
I
plowing
don't even
forward.
know what the
I
Player
have
One
it.
podcast is.
That's a good podcast,
But only if you're
Actually,
going to
The
sleep.
first 10 minutes.
but it's like these guys who are super focused, all ex-industry journalists. Quite frankly, they're
It's a
really
bit
boring.
professional, is it?
They're quite professional. They're extremely boring. I really don't like one of them. I don't know why I
You're
keep
not really
continuing
telling
to
this.
listen. No, I'm not. But I don't know why. But I do like. For some reason, I do like the podcast.
When you say
I do
industry
like them.
professionals, what do you mean?
They're
Like-
all journalists. They all work for gaming magazines.
So magazines type things. Right.
Yeah,
or
and some
like
of them have moved.
websites nowadays.
Yeah, some of them have moved on to different functions. I think some of them are in publishing now or whatever. So
Or like working for game developers. It seems like the thing. This is the journey of a games journalist seems to be work in the games press and then finally get a proper job in like games development of some description. Either
Yeah.
PR or actual development.
yeah, and I think that's what one of them has done. But aside from the fact that I don't really like them and one of them's really annoying,
It's
They
definitely
are-
a good podcast, is it?
they have good insight into what they're. In fact, they worship at the feet of Nintendo, which winds me up too. I don't know why I listen to it. I spent half my anyway. It's the one I keep
What's wrong
around
with
for fun, it's good.
Nintendo?
Nothing's
Nintendo's
wrong with
great.
Nintendo, but I think when you're just totally on, I don't know. Anyway, just go listen to them and you'll find out. It's easier.
Player One
Let's
podcast was that? Sorry,
P1 podcast, yeah.
P1
Player
podcast.
One podcast. I don't know. Go check it out.
Send us a review on
Check
iTunes.
it out. Tweets. All right, we did get tweeted. We've got some stuff here to go through. So we tweeted here. Send us questions. Blah blah blah. Oh, we're putting our tweets in here. That desperate. We're
I
writing
just want
our
to make
tweets in the show
sure that
notes.
you know what I have asked when I do the tweet, in case it makes no fucking sense when someone responds.
Look how he stepped his game up now. SLH is on the scene. Hey. Yeah,
This has
he's
been
fine.
happening
He's
for
worried
weeks.
she's gonna
This has
take
nothing
over.
to do with SLH. My God, I'm drunk and I'm still responding to people in the Twitch chat and everything.
Marty, our friend Greasy Fish Lips, says, evening all, hope you're all okay. My question this week, or its questions this week, are: number one, do you think this year has been shit for gaming? Anyone? Dave?
For new releases, yeah, probably.
Is it? What's good come out this year? No, hang on. The best game ever fucking came out this year. What are you talking about?
What, Vampire Survivors?
No, well, yeah, that and like the two best games ever came out this year.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, exactly. Elden Ring and Vampire Survivors. So
Yeah.
Marty may not have
Vampire
played
Survivors.
Vampire Survivors. I know he smashed the shit out of Elden Ring. So he's got a short memory if he's not remembering that. That's the best game ever.
Wow. Fucking hell,
Yeah, but one
Marty.
game
I'm
in 6
sorry
months.
that you're being abused by one of our staff.
I'm not being
members
abused.
here.
I'm saying I know he was all over that. He was all over that and fucking loving it.
It's not saying that it hasn't been a good year. I'm saying it hasn't been a good year because I don't like Elden Ring or any of those games.
Well, you haven't even played Elden Ring, so you can't have a legitimate opinion about how
I'm
good. or not
always
that
going to
is.
go back to Dark Souls 2 being the worst game that I've ever purchased.
Okay,
and-
you've played
yeah.
the worst of the Souls games. You can't have a legit opinion on Elden Ring.
You can have whatever you want, Dave. Don't you listen to him. You can slag off Elden Ring as much as you want.
Right. Well, none of you fuckers have played it, so
Not yet.
as if you're gonna fucking. Play
Waiting for the bargain
Oh my
bucket.
god! What is it with you? You were the exact same thing with inscription.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
You know, this has nothing to do with you being drunk. It's you. You have a bone stuck in your throat about games you recommend. People don't play them straight away.
Well, I'm sticking my fucking
Bone in my throat.
bone in my throat and not playing that shit game that you've decided to recommend, which is shit. So there.
Which one? Which one did you recommend?
I don't know what he's going on about now.
He
Why?
hasn't even watched Smigadoon, has he?
No,
Exactly.
you
How
wouldn't
many
have
fucking
it.
times do you have to
I've
mention
got
it?
fucking
You still ain't
taste.
watched that, so.
I got fucking
You,
taste.
how
You've
can you
never
have an
seen it, so you
opinion?
don't know.
Hard
How can you have an
chat.
opinion?
Elden
how can
Ring
you
is
have an
rather good.
How can you have an
Bit
opinion
muted,
on
bit of a
Smigadoon
muted,
when
like,
you've never
supportion.
watched it?
Can we mute him?
Right. Unfortunately, not on Twitch because I'm the boss.
No, no, you can't mute him. He's good value. He's too good. This is gold.
So come on, anybody else?
I haven't
Trace,
fallen down any
good year,
stairs
buddy.
tonight, just to let you know. I managed to walk from upstairs to downstairs. Fine.
Well
So
done
I'm
for
not
not
drunk.
falling down. Marty,
Kev's in the chat
Kev.
asking questions. Highland Caper.
Kev?
Hello,
follow me on
Can't
Kev.
Twitch.
ask questions now.
Kev,
It's too late.
Kev, get squad. Come on, we need you. We need
Don't
more
get squad.
Scotsmen.
It's gone up to full price now because you've missed out.
Oh, fuck it. What's full
Why?
price?
Because I set the prices.
Kev's been spying on me. He says I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege. Am I enjoying it? I know Kev's
Ah.
been playing. Maybe we'll talk about it in a little while.
Okay, Marty has a second part of this question. Marty says, sorry, just
Pilch's dogs do not like Rainbow
Pil-
Six Siege.
Pilch is about to be ravished by a hound from hell, it sounds like. Marty says for his second part of his question, buried or cremated?
I'm going
I
cremated.
don't care because there's nothing. There's nothing.
Once
when
once that point is reached, you don't know about it, do you?
stick me in a hole, chuck me in a bin. I don't give a shit.
Oh, speaking of sticking you in a hole, I went to the Crazy Golf today. I've got to send a picture.
All right.
Oh, here we go. I got a hole in one. I know.
Oh, there you go.
7
Didn't
times.
get hole in one. Anyway, carry on.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
I'm the same with Pilch. We're just the meat sack is empty at that point. So, yeah.
I lean
The
towards
meat
cremation
sack.
myself. I don't think the taking up of a space and a bit of land is really necessary.
Whoa, what about the carbon footprint? Putting all that shit into the atmosphere.
You may be right. I'm open to suggestions here. I'm open
Isn't there
to
a way you
having my
could
mind change.
be burnt to create energy, potentially?
Yes, I guess. Well, you can't create energy. You can only
Stick
change
me
its
in
form.
the
What the fuck
local
is
internet.
that, Neil?
I suppose you could
What
you
is
could be
that?
you could be
Have a look
cremated
at
as
the
well.
picture he's
Not
just sent.
cremated. Composted.
Composted.
Maybe I could be
Composted,
composted and
it's
put on my
eco-friendly,
wife's.
isn't
I could be put on my wife's allotment.
I'm sure there's
I
a
don't
joke
know.
there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Anyway.
a joke there somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, Neil's.
If they're going to ingest you there, they might as well just put you straight on the Barbie.
Oh, speaking of Barbies. Anyway, that should be in my what we've been doing. Okay, Marty. I doubt very much that answered your questions to the usual high standard, but that's all you're getting. So there you go.
Usual high standard. Sorry.
Usual medium standards. Paul W.
You are pushing it there.
Marty, it's good to hear from you, Marty, by the way. Thank you very much. Paul W. says, if there was a new Royal Mail simulation game, would you pick a male character? But he also says, if you were offered £1 million to give up video gaming for life, would you refuse the money? Which hobby could you envisage filling that gaping gaming gap if you took the money, I guess? Start with Dave. Would you take the money?
Hang
I
on.
don't know actually. I don't know because like gaming is like on your mobile, on a computer. Like,
Gaming is life.
I don't think I could. Well, I suppose if I was physically restrained from, or I don't know. I don't know, board games. I'm taking board games if I was going to take the money, or
I think we're video games we're talking about here.
yeah. I'm sure I'll take the money, and I'm sure there'll be other stuff to fill the void. But I'll spend time with the wife, I guess, or child.
Oh, look at that
that
face.
sounds,
You get
that sounds
You
fucking
get a
depressing,
new
doesn't it?
wife if you get £1 million.
I get an upgraded model.
Neil,
£1 million to stop gaming. I don't game that much.
what?
Would you stop
Come on.
drinking for £1 million?
No, you're pushing it. No, you're pushing it. If I got £1 million, all I would be doing is fucking drinking.
If you had to give up gaming or drinking, one of them you had to give up, which one would you give up?
Well, it depends. If I could get anything I wanted with my £1 million, I'd give up drinking.
No. If there's no, we're not talking about £1 million. I'm changing the question. I'm
You
standing.
just
there
said
shock-
about if I get £1 million, would I give up
No, I
gaming or
didn't say it.
drinking?
Oh, okay.
So
Did
which
you
one
not?
of your
No,
which
I
one of
didn't.
your
I
habitual
just- that was
like
the
your-
original question. My second question was, if you had to give up either drinking or gaming, there's no £1 million involved, but which one would you lean towards if you had to give
If
up
I
just one
was
of them?
allowed to do other things other than drinking, then I think I'd give up drinking.
I suppose you could just have like a injection of alcohol.
Nah.
Are you
I
that
don't know.
desperate?
It's not drinking then, is it?
Do you need an injection of alcohol?
I don't. I prefer oral intake.
I know
of
what Pilch is going to say. Pilch, would you take £1 million to quit gaming?
Of course, I'll take the fucking money.
Yeah, I
You'd
knew
be
it.
fucking
Same as
buying a
me.
load of cars and motorbikes.
I wouldn't
you?
even fucking blink on that
Yeah.
one.
No, I'd take £500,000.
Yep, no
Half
doubt
that.
about it.
I'd probably
But I'll
take
tell you
100
what, though,
grand.
I'll tell you what, though, if you'd asked me that question 10 years ago, I would have hesitated a little bit longer.
I
Prob-
definitely
yeah.
hesitated.
But now that I'm getting on in my years, yeah, I would take that £1 million in a heartbeat, and I'd
would
retire
you do?
tomorrow.
And do what? You don't fucking
I'd
drink
cut-
anyway.
What?
It's not
we're,
really
not,
a
where's-
relevant
No,
question.
we're not talking about drinking.
Oh.
I
Talking
would
about
say
gaming.
there's other things.
Sorry.
Okay. Just-
There's other things that I want to do, and gaming stops me.
Is there?
Yeah. Fishing.
What do you want to do
I've
that you
bought
can't do
loads.
because you're playing some shit on fucking Game Pass?
I bought some fishing stuff because I wanted to get back fishing with
Well,
my
you can
dad.
still go fucking fishing.
And well, no, but I just go. Oh, I'd rather
Or I
sit here
could
and play
play
Call of Duty.
DJ Max Respect 5 or whatever.
It does stop me doing a lot of things, only because I just
Does it though?
like. Yes, because I spend about 50 hours a week playing games.
Stop playing
Maybe more.
fucking Warzone then.
I'll stop playing. What am I'm definitely going to be stopping playing.
I'm waiting for this like arrow to the heart here.
No,
Go on then.
that's no. No, I'm not going to say that one game that's on my list that everybody else is on their list. The Solstice Crown of the Magister. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Have you played a load of that, have you? I bet you've played loads of fishing's worth of that game.
No, I played 10 minutes of it. Anyway, we're not talking about that yet.
All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Paul, thank you very much for that. MS Rangers, hello mate, good to hear from you. Due to cutbacks, the 7 dwarfs are no more. We've managed to pull together just 4 dwarfs. That's you boys, in case you didn't guess. So, which character are you? You cannot pick yourself.
Does that mean I can't be the dwarf?
You would be Tipsy.
Would I? I don't think that's the
There's
thing,
not
is
a
it?
dwarf called Tipsy, is there?
Is there one called Shithead?
Right, so
I
what
need to
are they?
know.
What have we got? We got Sneezy.
Grumpy?
Grumpy would be a
Grumpy.
good one for Neil.
Happy? I'm fucking
Well, there's not
offended.
one called Happy, is there?
Isn't there not one called Happy?
Like Doc. Doc is like the boss, isn't he?
Bashful, Doc, Dopey, Grumpy, Happy.
Bashful? Are you
Squeaky, and
talking about
Sneezy.
fucking reindeers now, or what?
No, there's one. Bashful. He was the one who was
Bashful,
always
yeah.
like
Yeah.
kicking his feet and looking down at the ground and was.
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
probably
he's
be.
taking his... No, you're not allowed to choose your own. We've got to choose
Oh.
one for you.
Oh, right. Okay.
You'd be sneezy after the last few weeks.
Oh, coffee, yeah.
Coffee.
I think Dave would be Doc.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Who's
pretty
Bette Midler?
focused and you know shit, don't you?
Who's Bette Midler, do you say?
Well, apparently she was in the Seven Dwarfs.
What?
I don't know. That's what I've just seen a picture of Bette Midler and some other two
my
other women.
word.
Oh, you're on Pornhub again,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Somebody, come on, somebody suggest one for Neil and myself, and then we can.
Oh,
I
no,
Yeah,
can
move
look
on
at
with
his
this.
dwarf names.
Dopey.
Right, Fraser's dopey. There
That's
you
the
go.
low hanging. This low hanging fruit, isn't
I'd
it?
say Neil's sleepy because the amount of times he's fallen asleep with his on the mic.
Can't
On the
really
mic.
argue with
Sleepy
that.
at the moment.
Okay. Cheers, Mark. Appreciate that. Good to hear from you. We have a couple of things on the Discord. It says, "Good evening, guys. Thank you for supplying quality content week after week. Joysticks and chill." Do you see that bit? What that says? Week after
got to-
week.
I think we've got two of the Joysticks and Chill guys in the chat.
Well,
As-
then they're
as we
listening.
happen.
Good.
Perhaps they could do another. Get off here and do another fucking podcast instead.
Two
then.
people. That's a show.
It has been known. That's for sure.
Itza says, "I have a quick question for you. If your good lady asked to stop gaming, what is it with you guys? Like, there's some sort of something going on here. Everybody wants us to
Is
stop
this the
gaming.
same person, Bizarrely? Is this the
You
same
effective,
person?
yeah. If your good lady asked to stop gaming, how would you fill the void? I guess it's a sort of a
Shagging the
follow-on
good
question.
lady.
Okay, but what's the real answer?
That'd be the deal.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Good negotiating,
Yeah.
or at least look at it, right?
Fill in the void.
Anyway,
Is that enough for you now, Fraser? Just get a look
I'll
at it.
take anything I can get. Just look at it.
You can do the rest yourself.
What has happened?
Pip.
What has happened here?
Pilch is on the same wavelength, isn't he? Anyone else? Anyone else filling the void? Because I know I'm not filling any voids.
That's definitely not happening in this house. I can assure you.
Dave,
on,
what
next
would you
question.
take up and
Oh,
take up
Dave
instead
hasn't
of
answered it.
gaming?
What would I take up? To be honest, I'd just be out on my motorbike. Well, saying that petrol prices. Model making. Something to
Oh,
really piss her off, or rebuilding engines in the kitchen. There you go. I'll be able-
Ooh. Why don't you start
yeah.
painting pictures or something?
No. It's got to be so annoyingly messy in her direct vicinity that she just says, "Just get back to gaming."
That's what me and Fraser just said. Definitely
Yeah.
getting messy in
Yeah.
her vicinity.
This is just horribly wrong.
There was an extra bit on here where Itza said, "Okay, skip that question.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
What games would you add
That's
to Game
because I
Pass?" and what-
responded, misses to his question.
So here's a question: what games would you add? This is the second part or second question he's given us. What games would you add to Game Pass, and what games should not have appeared?
I've got the perfect one.
Oh, that's a good one. Do you know what I would add?
Go on,
You'll never guess.
Elden Ring.
Well, that would be a good one, to be fair. People buy that.
Well, you've already got it.
Inscription.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. More people. Inscription, obviously. So apparently
This
it's
is
not
the
coming
game
out. on
I've been
Xbox.
waiting for.
Ooh.
Simpsons Road
And it-
Rage.
And it never
AG
come
Xbox.
in backwards compatible. I've got it sitting here, look, waiting. Just waiting, and I can't do fuck all with it.
No,
You've not got an AG Xbox. It's not even 360 compatible.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
that's just rude.
It's a classic.
that's
worth
copy.
about 40
Simpsons
I don't
Road
think I've ever
Rage.
played it.
Simpsons Road Rage.
Oh,
in case
it's-
anybody was wondering what Pilch was holding up.
And it's the GTA before GTA.
What?
It's quality.
Is
It's
it?
classic.
Is it though?
Oh, it's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant.
I've
mate.
never played it. Never played it.
No, neither have I.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else on that one? Anything? I mean,
What was the
to be
question again?
honest,
What
what
should they
games
add
would
You're
you?
gonna have to help me out.
add to Game Pass? Game Pass. What
Oh,
should they add?
I said an answer. What shouldn't have been added to Game Pass?
And
you
what
said to me.
shouldn't be added? Yeah.
Mm.
What should and shouldn't?
Well, I don't know if it's a case.
500 games shouldn't, because they're at
Everything that Pilch has played for like 5 seconds, it should not have been added to
Yeah,
Game
but
Pass.
the thing is, like that's the thing about it, right? There are a lot of games on there. Like, what's that one where you have to it's called unpacking. What's that game about where you're unpacking stuff? I think it's called unpacking, and like I'm just what the fuck, like it's just not. But my daughter loved it, right? You know, so I don't know what to tell you about Game Pass. I don't think I have
There's
it.
always, well, you know, from my experience, there's always something. I'll come on here and say,
Definitely
shit,
always
shit,
something.
shit. And then all of a sudden, I say, oh, I've played this game for 50 hours this week.
Yeah. Doesn't happen that
Just
often,
as
let's
the-
be honest.
No, it doesn't happen that often.
No, but we don't know everything we think we
I'll
know,
tell you
right?
what, I've got spoilers for a game that I've played this week. DJ Max Respect 5. Can fuck off. So there
It
we go.
didn't even make my list, mate. I'm not even going to bother to type it in. I did play it.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah,
that
that's
on
one-
Game Pass?
That's what. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. That can fuck right off.
What was it called?
DJ Max Respect 5V.
Yeah.
And it was shite, was it?
And there was not much respecting going on, I can assure you.
Oh, okay,
I
all right,
played it.
all right. Thank you. Okay, well, let's. Thanks, it's appreciate it, and thanks to everyone else who gave us some feedback, questions,
We've had some
whatever.
some questions in the Twitch chat. Are you on the
Oh,
Twitch
people,
chat?
people want to get involved here live. Come on, then. What do we got?
Is anyone else reading the Twitch chat? Because
I can read it.
Because you can't read it. He can't read
Dave,
it.
come on, Dave, take it over.
So,
We need you, Dave.
JB says a madman is about to delete all your media from the world, but you can save a 10-year period of it. Which consecutive 10 years of media would you save?
Ooh, I'd probably say the last 10 years.
that's all you can remember.
The problem I have with that is it's the most important media I have.
Yeah, but that includes Justin Bieber and all that shit.
Do you mean media like our media?
All media.
All media.
Have you not listened to
Okay.
podcasts recently? Did you not listen to the Joysticks
I-
and Chill?
Well, they did to
This
me.
is the
Somebody
question
did
they
that.
did.
Yeah, didn't
And
they?
then-
So
then
you could
Jay-
pick a
Hang on.
decade.
So all
Right,
media
yes.
from the
And then
world.
Jay asked the same thing to the Veteran Games in the Joysticks and Chill
Are we-
podcast that you obviously
Are
listened
we
to.
using their
He
second-hand
did
questions
say
now?
we
This
should
sounds
do the
bad.
same thing. We didn't do it last week.
Okay, sorry. First of all,
'Cause
I thought it
I
was
did actually
our
remember.
media.
No,
Plus-
all media. All media.
Yeah, I know all media, but like, okay, never mind.
We
'cause
have
I've
to
been
do the
backing
last
up for
time,
Alright,
my-
anything
otherwise
from-
all of our content doesn't exist.
I keep the 70s. There you go. Job done.
No,
Ooh, what?
80.
No, you can
82
have any
to
10 years.
92.
This it. Pilch knows what he's fucking doing.
Rude.
Well, the 70s is 10 years, Neil. You
You've
know,
got no
just give
games,
him
though.
that.
From the, like, what did you say?
I wasn't
70s,
counting
you said.
games. I was counting
Yeah, that
music.
includes-
Guns N'
you gotta
Roses,
include
Bon
games.
Jovi. Yeah, no, but
Bon
that's why
Jovi?
it's not.
Oh
That's
my
not why I
god!
chose
How have
it.
we got him? How have we got him on this podcast? You just said Bon Jovi.
What's wrong with Bon Jovi? Guns N'
What's
Roses.
right with Bon Jovi?
Skid Row,
Oh my god! Right,
Cinderella.
Shut him up.
I was into any. I was massive into.
Did you
into
just say
rock,
Cinderella?
heavy rock.
This
Yeah.
is like hair metal.
You should have
Have you
been
never
living
heard?
over. You were born to be a North American. aren't
You've
you,
got
Pilch?
you need
Yeah.
longer
Yeah,
hair.
love their
Why have
hair,
you not
love-
got longer hair, Pilch?
Because I don't like longer hair. It's nice
Well,
and
you
trim.
listen to all the bands with long hair. Why have you not like
So
done
so
the
this is
whole
what
tribute?
this
Let
is
you
my
into a
take
little
from
secret.
this question. So before you
I
go on,
listened to the Jackson 5.
Well,
Ooh.
why haven't you blacked up for this
You've not tried.
podcast?
You've not tried hard enough.
so my question about this is like, okay, so imagine everything is now on a media like Netflix or YouTube or Disney Plus or whatever.
YouTube's the place because YouTube literally has fucking everything. Because it has
Yeah.
the music, it has the videos, it has everything.
So videos and music before performed in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Is that going to be deleted even though it's only been uploaded in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it literally has
Okay.
when it was created. You have, I think the rules are it has to be when it was created. So
Right.
like, you can't have
The last 10 years because everything's been uploaded onto the internet
exactly,
in the last
or
10
been
years.
remastered in the last 10
Yeah.
years. Like Skyrim,
Oh.
obviously, we include it in the last fucking 2 years as well as like the last 20 years.
You can include Green Day because they're still doing
Ugh.
gigs. So it's
Ugh.
current content, isn't it? Isn't it?
Fucking
Yeah.
Green
You
Day.
get
Yeah.
that one, Dave?
Yeah, like all new performances of existing songs is new media.
Is it
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Of course it's new.
Wake
So-
me up when fucking September ends, for fuck's
I-
sake.
on my principle that okay, even if it is an old song and it's been remastered recently or covered or just had a re-release, I'd say last
That
10
is
years.
everything, though, Dave. You're pretty much including.
Right, it's got to be
everything in the
created
two.
within the date range. Jay is clarifying in the Twitch chat right now. Everything will be deleted that was created outside of your range. Will
Oh,
be
okay.
gone.
Okay.
Have you lost interest now, Fraser?
I'm just wondering whether I should go something really obscure like the 1920s, the Roaring Twenties, or something like that. And just
Right, there's no video games in the 20s.
Yeah.
Video games.
I'd say. Oh, when was the Xbox 360 released? Was that 90?
2005.
99-ish. There was
90,
that,
I'd
perhaps,
say 98, 99. I'd say 98, 99 forward.
for like 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about Satisfactory then? Or every fucking game you've ever actually played for like more
That's
than 10
alright.
hours?
That's right. People remake them. It doesn't include all media from the future. So
Oh yeah, see what happens about stuff that hasn't been made yet, Jay?
Oh, for goodness sake, we just let people have their answers.
Can we move on now? Are you going to
Yeah,
give an
anyway.
answer, Fraser? or-
I have to. I
I
have to
gave
think
an
I have
answer.
to-
It was shot
Alright,
down as
yeah,
the first
Dave-
answer. It was
Dave gave an
70s,
answer.
and it wasn't accepted.
and we said you're wrong. You're wrong, Fraser. Your answer was like not acceptable.
Fraser's answer was shit. To be honest, let's be honest.
You've had
Wasn't
another
it?
10 minutes to think about it, though, Fraser. You're still going 70s.
I actually did think about it a little bit. I would I would be tempted with maybe 88 to 98. something
Hang
like
on.
that.
You chose the 70s. How old was you in the 70s? You was
I was
10
born in
at the end of
71.
the 70s.
Yeah.
Right. So you was
were
10
how old?
by 81.
I was
Born in
born in 71. Yeah,
All right,
That's
okay. I
fucking
thought you said
old,
you were
mate,
born
isn't
in
it? That is
70.
old.
He is, isn't he?
it is.
How old are you?
It is.
Hey, who, me? I was born in 72, so not as old as him.
You young pup.
Well, the
All
thing
right,
is,
let's move
like,
on.
Imagine.
no,
Hang on.
no.
We haven't had all the answers. I haven't said a fucking answer yet.
All right then. Well, you
Well, you've
must
done a
have
lot
the
of
right-
talking.
Look,
Fucking
if you
hell.
had like 75 to 85, like you would get to include shit like Star Wars, the original, and Empire Strikes Back and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's not
But-
remastered.
And the
If
Black
you,
Hole.
if you go for the last
Lucas
10 years, you have to put up with the shit that they've released recently, Star Wars wise. But you get really good games.
Yeah, we understand how this works.
I've
What's
got
your
to go-
answer?
I'm going the last 10 years. Fuck the rest of it.
All right, Mr. Modern. But soon time will pass and you'll be stuck like us in the past. Old stuff.
Yeah. And you'll be playing Inscription.
Exactly. I can't not have Inscription in my fucking 10 years. So
Nah,
there
and
you
then
go. It has
can
to be
sit,
the last
you
10
can
years.
you can sit back and read all your news reports about Trump and Boris
Although the
Johnson.
last 10 years have been pretty shit otherwise. So
Exactly.
So, what have we been doing?
Okay,
Fraser, you go first.
let's get Neil going first. We'll drive him through to the end.
Oh my
of this.
God. Really? I
Come
can't
on.
talk anymore. What
You've
are we
only
doing?
got one thing on there. What have we been doing?
Well,
Come on.
okay. I went and played Crazy Golf today.
All right. Dave,
And,
what have you been up to?
And there's a picture. There's going to be a picture going up on the Twitter, I reckon, of a thing that's apparently the mouth of a blue whale. But when I'm stood in front of it, looks a little bit different to me.
It looks like that blue whale is presenting itself to you.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks like a cold chicken. There you go.
Does it? No, it's
Yeah.
not this. It's, I like to prefer thinking it was warm.
You're looking at the same picture as me. Cold chicken.
So what prompted this, Neil, to go to mini golf?
Well, the
or
kids,
crazy golf,
like
really?
my son is. Well, my daughter's she's finished she's doing GCSEs and bollocks, but basically she's finished her GCSEs for about the last 2 weeks. But for today, I don't know. It was like a postponed inset day for the schools, so we fucked off out for the day. So we went to play crazy golf in Milton Keynes at Abbey Hill, which is Captain Mulligan's or whatever.
You went
pirate
before,
golf.
you just went like as a family.
Just the
before,
family,
you
yeah,
said-
yeah. So then we
Oh,
started
That's nice, isn't it?
It
A nice
was
little family day
lovely.
out.
until my
Was
boy
it-
started stropping about being shit at golf.
Oh,
But, you know.
Is that when you got
It's always-
smashed?
That's the problem when you go
I
out.
won.
You won?
I won.
Nice.
I did it. The par was. Oh, I haven't got my card with me.
All
I've
right, you
got,
can make it
like,
up.
about 6 over par.
What?
Yeah, I was over
Yeah,
par,
that-
but I won.
18 holes?
Yeah, 18 holes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all right, I guess.
every hole was past par 3, but some of them are just fucking ridiculous, aren't they?
Par 3 on a crazy golf.
Yeah. Some of them are fucking mad. Check it
Are they
out. Check
crazy?
it out. Abbey Hill Crazy Golf. It's mad.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe I'll post it on the Discord. The
Okay.
blue whale final hole was a bit like, hello, what is that? Yeah.
All right. Well, your list is remarkably short. So
That was
that's-
it.
Okay.
I've been down the
Right.
pub since, by the way.
Dave, do you want to go next?
Yeah. I watched a couple of films this week. I watched Doctor Strange and something about, well, I said multi-pass here, thing. I don't know.
Multiverse.
The
Multiverse. that's
multiverse
it.
thing. Yeah, I was
I
supposed to watch
couldn't
that.
think of it. Yeah, it's another Marvel film. It's not brilliant. But okay to watch with the missus on a little one.
Did I tell you I watched Spider-Man the other day? We watched
So-
it like week. I watched it on the plane, but I came
Yeah.
back and we watched it here
Zeppelin.
with the family,
Oh, okay.
and that was multiverse stuff, right? Where they
Yes.
obviously pulled in loads of stuff. I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
The
Yeah,
Doctor
that
Strange
that
one.
Yeah.
Well, the
That's on
Spider-Man
Sky,
one,
isn't
I
it?
thought.
Yes.
The Doctor Strange one's on Sky, I think.
Yeah. So, and then I watched Sonic 2, the second Sonic film. Well, I say watched. I fell asleep. It wasn't. The first Sonic was really good. I really enjoyed that one. The second one was like, no.
Don't they have
Right.
the old Sonic before he got redesigned in this one?
I don't
No.
know. I fell asleep before.
Oh, you fell asleep
Wasn't
with
that the
that one.
first one?
This is the movie Sonic.
The
They,
movie is the
they
movie Sonic. Yeah.
when the movie released, they literally like binned off the old one that they decided. Look, everyone slammed.
Yeah.
He's not in. I don't know if that's a legit thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, I don't pay to
Not-
watch that because it's not very good.
Yeah. all right.
And then the only other new thing this week is I've got a test ride on a new motorbike tomorrow.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
mate, you are in spend
You
mode
haven't
right
had a
now,
new
aren't you,
motorbike for
Sanjay?
ages.
been at least 6 months.
I think we have a new section. What is Dave buying this week? No wonder he didn't really care about the £1 million.
So it's just a test ride. It's a
Sorry, I looked up your watch that you talked about the other day. That's not a cheap watch. How did you get a deal on that or something?
I had some Tesco club card points.
He
that I
talks
put
about
towards
that.
it.
He said he got Tesco Club card vouchers.
Mm.
Oh yeah, bloody hell! All I could probably
That's
get would be
basically
like
free money. It's like free money.
steak knives or something. But
Free
damn,
money.
is it?
So
Well, it doesn't
yeah,
cost you anything.
So yeah,
Which means you
I-
can't spend them at Tesco if you buy them on fancy watches.
No. Well, I think you get more. I worked it out. Well, you used to get more point sort of value at the goldsmiths. than at
More than you get at
Tesco.
Tesco's.
So
Three
Well, you know,
times. It's 3 times.
If you want to feed your family, I
go
fancy
to
watch.
Goldsmiths.
so yeah.
But you're overdue a new motorbike, aren't you? I mean, you do change them up regularly.
So well, I'm just having a look. It's
Just having a
zero.
look. Every
Yeah.
time you've just had a look, you've ended up buying it.
No, it's an electric one. So this is the
Oh,
thing.
is it the
Oh,
donut
right.
bike?
Huh?
Is it the one with the
Is it what?
donut back wheel?
No, it's not. It's a Zero
boring.
SRR or something.
Who's it
it's
made
a,
by?
it's a
BMW.
it's a company called Zero.
Oh,
I've
wow.
never
My
heard before.
apologies, Dave. I thought you were.
Right.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's going to be your second bike then, is it?
No, I'm just going for a test ride.
Thing
So
is, a motorbike, surely electric, an electric motorbike must go fucking miles compared to like an electric car.
so
batteries aren't
It'll
as
only have a
big.
little battery on it, won't it?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
but
It's that's the thing. It's the weight of it. So I think these are supposed to have like 250, 300 mile range
that's
on
a
them.
long way for a motorbike.
How much?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what mine has in the tank, and I can do 100 miles on a weekend, just bombing about. So,
What
Yeah.
one are you going for?
the Zero SRR, I think, or SFR.
SRR, one R is
S-
not enough for this bike.
No, it's-
SRS. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It's
Blue or silver?
I'll probably go silver. Well, no, I'm looking. I'm not buying.
He's going to get it. You know it.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've never been on an electric motorbike before.
Not an
and,
SRF.
So I'm just having a look. It's it'll if I do get it, it'll be replacing my existing one. But then like I want to go.
It just
take
looks
the
like a
little motorbike.
motorbike.
Well, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. So, but
That'll be-
yeah, I just thought it was gonna be interesting going trying out an electric one.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely want to
How
hear.
did that? Oh, mate, I'm not being funny, right? Electric cars have like ridiculous instant power versus
Mhm.
petrol cars. So, how did that feel on a motorbike?
Well, no, I'm trying it tomorrow. Trying it.
Oh, right, okay.
I will let you know.
It's £22,000, boys and girls, plus extras.
Beamer would have to go, wouldn't it?
So
I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
Like I say, the thing with the cars, like my mate, he's got a Nissan Leaf, and Nissan obviously make a wide range of vehicles, including the Nissan GTR. His Nissan Leaf only up to 40 miles an hour. The only car that beats it up to 40 miles an hour is the GTR of all the other Nissans that exist. And he's got a basic, it's a fucking Nissan Leaf. It's not exciting, but like electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you watched Top Gear the other week. The last episode, Top Gear, they did have some electric vehicles. They've got electric vehicles, mate. The acceleration's fucking insane compared to like ICEs. But,
All that torque, isn't it?
Only up to 50 miles though. And
well,
then
no, not
everything
necessarily.
absolutely
Not
tears
necessarily.
past it.
No, because the
Yeah.
Porsche.
Yeah, you watched
there's
it.
other cars. There's proper
Go on Carwell and
racy
have a look at their
cars.
drag races.
All right, okay.
They race electric cars against Lambos and Porsches, and they
All right.
fly like the
What,
Tesla. Literally,
the
fucking.
Porsche Taycans? No.
Yeah, but that's a Porsche. We're not talking about Nissan
Right,
Leaf versus
it's a fucking
Porsche.
electric
That's a Porsche
Porsche.
versus a Porsche.
All right, okay. So there are electric vehicles made by proper sports racing companies that will
If you want one,
absolutely
Fraser,
demolish the ICE versions of their.
29,000 Canadian. If you want one of them bikes, mate.
I don't need one. I don't go far enough. I hardly go in my car anymore as it is. I went to drive my car this week, take my daughter to CrossFit.
You might as well flog it.
Suspension was sagging. It took ages to get it up and running.
It's
a
that's
nightmare.
rude.
Oh dear.
The other day I had to charge the battery. 'cause
Are
I
you
haven't
still
driven it
talking
enough.
about filling the void?
No. Okay, Pilch, what have you been up to?
All right, hang on. Just
Oh,
Yep.
that's what he's been up to.
All right, okay. I have still got COVID after a month. Not
What?
positive, but still got all the effects. I'm still having 3 hours sleep during the day.
On
I'm
top of
coughing
sleeping
my
at night,
guts
is
up
this?
at every opportunity. I've got pains in my elbows, muscle pains in the elbows. Still having a pretty shit time of it.
My sister has COVID.
Um,
I found out today in England.
oh, everyone's getting it, mate. There's only 9 people in my department in Tesco's, and 6 of them are currently off, including the manager now.
I
Everybody's
Hooray.
getting it again.
really thought I was going to get it when I was over there. I only
I'm
masked up.
amazed you didn't, mate.
Yeah, I masked up on the train in the tube on my way to meet Neil
Not
and
did
Dave.
you? Not when once we'd meet. No.
Not once we met. That's it. And pretty much I never
We
wore
were
a
we were
mask after
basically
that.
snogging on the way around after that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have been to France for a week with the
Oh, the
boys.
fucking French.
Came back Tuesday.
Very nice.
We all got our COVID passports on our phones, to prove that we'd all been jabbed.
Prove.
Yeah, and didn't give a shit. They wanted to see our passports and our tickets. They couldn't give a fuck if we had COVID.
Have you
or
paid?
Not.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Come on through if you
Yep.
paid the one.
Not a mention of it. One of
Interesting.
the older lads printed it all off because he's a bit like Fraser. I don't know why. Printed all this. He had like 3 big sheets of paper with everything on there, barcodes, the dates, the shit. Didn't even fucking get it out of his bag. They couldn't give a toss about COVID coming in or going out. So all this thing about fucking COVID passports is a load of old shit. Anyway, so I had 6 days in Le Mans, in between 30 and 34 degrees heat, which was absolutely beautiful. Beer was £10 a pint.
That's not so beautiful.
One evening we spent €380 in one bar between 5 of us.
Fucking hell.
Now,
But
would
that
they?
wasn't
The
the
thing
most
is, they've got
expensive
you.
thing.
They've got you a bit by the short and curlies there, haven't they? Really?
But that wasn't the most expensive fluid we bought because it cost us there was 3 cars, but the car I was in, it cost us £300 in petrol to get to Le Mans and back. It's about 700 miles altogether.
What, there and back?
£300, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And if you think our petrol's expensive, it was £2.45 a litre over there. It's only £2.
Oh,
Do you know? Did I tell
smokes.
you? My mate went to Switzerland, and he went with his mate, and his mate was driving his Tesla, and he's got an old Tesla which comes with included supercharging, so it cost them absolutely fuck all to drive however far they went.
Yeah, one of the lads has got a Tesla who come with us, and he just kept saying, literally, could have saved 300 quid.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely
Yeah.
mental.
And
Was he
then
buying
when I
around
got
then?
home, I'd inherited a dog.
Yes. You did say about that.
I thought you'd got another
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Father-in-law's. He was diagnosed with cancer in November. They give him 3 to 6 months to live, but he's still about, but he's just had to go into a hospice because he's nearly there. Yeah, and we've much to my disgust got his dog. I didn't want another dog, but we've got another dog.
So
He's
how long?
Of
Of course, he's a nice dog. It's gonna. How? Just the question is how long before he works his way into your heart and he becomes the best boy ever, right?
He already has, but I was more worried about the bloody lunatic in the corner there that likes to savage anything that's got 4 legs.
Right.
At the moment, we haven't let them. We've had them together, but not on their own. We've sat on the sofa either side, one dog one side, one dog the other. At night, he's sleeping in the hallway at the moment because we don't want to put them both together. But the upside is, since we lost our other dog in March, that lazy little shit over there hasn't gone out for a walk on its own, and as soon as we got the new dog, she's raring to go. So she's out. She just needed someone with her
Right.
Oh,
to go
Mm.
for a walk. So now she's
Okay.
walking again at least. We used
Yeah,
to have
that's
to take
good.
her in the car somewhere and take her to somewhere she'd never been before. She wouldn't
Right.
go out the front gate. So, but now she is. So hopefully, this is an older dog. The other one used to wind her up, wanting to play, nicking her toys, and just generally got in her face all the time. And every now and then she'd have a go, say, get away. And having a go was literally clamping onto her face and not letting go,
Right.
which was not good.
Doesn't look
But
great down the
hopefully
park, that's for sure.
this one is little. It's a King Charles Cavalier crossy thing. It's 9 years old, and it's a boy, and it doesn't play with anything and doesn't run around because it's getting on a bit. So hopefully, it won't get in the little one's face and wind it up. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It looks like it's staying for the moment. My wife would be heartbroken if we had to give it to someone else. So
Mm.
That's it then,
so
isn't
we
it?
got another dog. He is a lovely little dog, but I didn't really want another one at the moment. But anyway, so that's that. That's me. That's me done, I think.
I
Yeah.
can add on then, if it's me to go. I forgot to put this down, but my dog tore a nail. Actually, he tore it just before I came back from England. So I landed, and my wife said, "Oh, I booked the dog in for an appointment to the vet. He's torn his nail." And I looked at it, and I was like, "Well, first of all, we can cancel that vet appointment. Like, let's just keep an eye on it before we just rush to the vet." That's a sort of like, I just don't agree with rushing to the vet unless it's absolutely necessary. So I thought I'd keep an eye on it. Maybe super, like some people talk about super gluing the nails or whatever like that. Anyway, I bathed it every day in salt water, kept an eye on it, and then it just ended up like about a week later, it went red again. I was like, bollocks. Okay, so I phoned the vet and took him up there, and we were only in there for about half an hour, if that, where they just cut the nail off where it was ripped apart or whatever like that. And she added some glue, which I thought might be something she would do, and gave us a course of antibiotics. But of course, I walked out a couple of $100 later for that toenail, didn't I? So
Yeah.
I
It's
decided
not cheap, is it?
categorically I do not want a second dog. Like, no way. The dog food's gone up through the roof,
mummy.
price wise. But anyway, this is the point where you say, they're worth it though, aren't they? I mean, of course they fucking are. We know they are.
Dog food stinks, though. I've got to be honest. I walked down that aisle the other day. Fucking stinks,
don't-
that shit.
What, dry dog food?
Just, I don't know, something down there just hums.
I think
Just
you
fucking
might
horrible.
want to send a cleaner down there to have a look, mate.
It's just
probably
disgusting.
something
Yeah.
It's like,
dead
oh,
underneath there.
man, that's
I
not
don't
even cat
know.
food. I know cat food's even worse.
I had down
So-
here Marvel Unlimited because I went a little bit nutso on my new iPad that can run things, and I was like, you know what?
Ooh.
I got quite into that Marvel universe. Watching that Spider-Man movie, so I got quite into Spider-Man, and I thought I'm gonna go back. I'll get Marvel Universe, which is the comic app, right? So you basically have a subscription, and then you can read as many comics as you want, or whatever they have on there. It took 2 days before I canceled that fucking
What a
free
mistake
trial.
to make her.
Well, it was a free trial, so
Mm.
I tried it, and I was like, I'm just not going to keep this up.
How old are you?
I'm too old for comics anymore.
Yeah, exactly. How long did it take you to realise? Literally 2 days before you realised.
Yeah, I can't. I just find them. I'm just like page. I don't find it.
Do you even read books?
Do I even read books? I do read books. I'm nearly finished Press Reset.
Do you need pictures to read a book?
But staying with entertainment, I finished RRR, the movie. Did we?
What's that?
We've not talked about this, but I have heard.
We've not talked about it on the pod, but yeah. So RRR is basically I'm going to say an Indian movie
It's
on
not
Netflix.
Bollywood, is it?
It's
not
not
Bollywood.
Bollywood. It's Tollywood, actually, which I think is Tagula or Telugu speaking part of India. It's a southern I think it's a southern region. Anyway, I probably got all that completely fucking wrong, so I apologize. But for just sake, let's just call it it's an Asian movie or an Indian film. And it's just completely over the top. 3 hours long. Took me probably 3 to 4 sessions to watch it because I just couldn't handle it all in one go. But thoroughly entertaining. I suggest you sit down and have a go at it because it's all
I need to
right.
fucking do this because I listened to the CAGcast, as obviously Fraser does as well, and they've been all three of them, the guys, ever watched this, and all three of them have rated it. And I'm like, that's unusual to hear all three of those guys really actually agree on something. I think, but
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think it's just so different. It's so different, and yet it's not different. If it doesn't really make much sense, but like, I
don't think I've watched
it's
an Indian film.
It's a
Honestly, I
big
don't
budget.
think I have.
No, I've got 2 more lined up as well. If I was speaking to an Indian guy I work with, he's given me 2 recommendations. So if you want to follow at home, I'm going to watch one which is called. Hang on, I've got them written down here in my notebook.
Oh my god!
Oh fuck! Fraser's used paper again.
Did you
Hindi
write it with
medium.
pen? Hindi medium.
I did write it. Hindi medium is one of them, and the other one is called
What's that on?
Oh, Jesus, you don't stop interrupting, do you?
I just want to know where I can see it.
All right, keep your hair on, Grandad. Hindi medium and 3 idiots, but no, don't say anything.
Right,
One of
okay.
them is on Netflix, and one of them is on Prime. I can't remember which one. Sorry. Anyway,
I have a notebook question.
Yes.
Just quickly. You went to the back of your notebook there. Have you filled that fucking thing up already, or do you just put it in random pages?
No, that's not the. Oh, actually, it is close to the back. It's close to the back. It's close to the back. It's not quite
A4 as well. Crikey.
I threw out this week probably close to 30 notebooks that were all full.
Not full.
Yeah.
Of what? Full of what?
Notes.
What? Of what?
Of work. I use them for work. Just write down.
The only
shit
thing
all
I
day.
write down is the Chinese or Indian order, and when we're playing cards, scores. That's
Bit
it.
of cribbage
That's what I
or
use a
something.
notepad for. Knockout whist normally.
I have to
Knockout
write
whist.
stuff
You don't
down.
need to fucking write down knockout whist, surely.
Anyway.
Yeah, you have to get. Yeah, you do. Anyway.
I still use a pen and paper for work. Sue me. Back to RRR.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's completely over the top action movie, bromance, love story. It's got everything in there. It's even got some singing and dancing in there for you Schmigadoon lovers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
have to look at this.
I think the thing is, and like, all the effects are effects. The CGI. You can spot it a mile off. You can spot the stuff that's like crazy. But for some reason, it's just entertaining. I think it's just because it's so different. Like, it's so different from anything we've seen.
So was it a superhero type of thing?
Sort of. It's basically
Or
the
is it
premise
like-
is actually
is it
the
like
premise.
John
The
McClane?
premise of it. Okay, so here's the premise. It's like, but set at the turn of the century or the turn of last century, when the Indians, when the
times
British
were good.
Raj, when the British Raj were still in full effect, right? And basically, the whole story is there's a Governor Scott who's a real bad British governor of the colony, and then his wife, who is terrible. She takes a little girl from a village to keep as sort of like a.
Is this there's the story of Brad and Angelina Jolie?
No. So basically, the guy from the village goes to rescue this girl. At the same time, there's this like super soldier guy who works for the British in the British Army, but he's Indian, and he's tasked with finding the guy who is coming to rescue this girl, who's also like a super tribal soldier, right? So they have these fucking amazing abilities to fight and do shit. But on the way to doing their jobs and finding each other, another child gets into trouble, and they joint rescue the child and become best mates. So it just goes from there, right? And it's all just absolutely fucking insane. That's not even a real spoiler because it just goes batshit crazy from then on. Here's one spoiler. when the guy chins the fucking tiger, you know you're in for a good movie, right?
So is this in? It says Hindi when I search for it. Is it like English subtitles?
It's subtitled, yeah. You got to watch.
Right,
Well, it's
cool.
subtitled except for like whenever the English are there. When the English are talking,
Right.
you don't need the subtitles for
Add-
them.
I've plussed it to my list,
You have to
which
watch
means
it.
I'll
It's
probably
fucking-
almost never watch it.
watch it in bits and pieces with your family. Yeah,
Have we all
Um,
got Amazon Prime here?
that's
I've got
Netflix
it,
it's
yeah.
on, I think.
Yeah, I'm just asking,
got
have you got
Amazon
Amazon
Prime, yeah.
Prime? Because
Yeah.
I've just sent you all a link
Superman.
in WhatsApp. Yeah, I've watched that. That's an Indian Superman. It's on Amazon Prime. Mate, just watch that. It's fucking hilarious.
Really, I'm on board. I'm all over these.
Well,
These are
yeah.
great. I
So
could
watch
just
that then, because me and Daisy watch it. We've watched it about 4 times. We fucking piss
Did I-
ourselves. It's
Oh, mate.
hilarious.
Speaking of things, me and
I
my
don't know if
daughter
it's supposed
watched.
to be funny, but it's fucking funny.
I watched. This is probably massively, inappropriate, but I pulled up the first episode of Bo Selector on YouTube, which is available in full on YouTube, and I was absolutely
Bo.
fucking crying. Absolutely
Come on,
fucking
Kez.
crying.
Come on, Kez.
No, it hadn't even got that far. I hadn't even got that far. Because
Oh, okay.
I don't know why we were talking about fucking Craig David or something. And I was like, oh, yeah, Bo Selector. No, my wife just came out with Bo Selector. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, yeah. I searched for that on YouTube. And the whole fucking lot was on there on YouTube.
Craig
Oh, my God.
David.
I was absolutely fucking crying at the
You're not allowed
first
to
like
laugh
10
at it
minutes.
anymore.
I know
though.
it's probably
No.
massively inappropriate now, but fuck me. I got to the point where he had Liberty Kiss on as the bear, with the bear, and I was fucking absolutely dying. It was fucking hilarious.
it's been
Mm.
cancelled, hasn't it?
Oh, it must have been, but it was fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
it probably has.
Cancel culture got to that.
It must have. It's, like, it used
I
to
don't
be-
know. I don't know if that's been cancelled, but oh my God.
Yeah, and then that is pretty much. Oh, I'll tell you what else I did watch. I sat down last night, right? It was sort of like I was like, I'm not going to bed early tonight. Like I need to go. I need to stay up. I was pretty hammered too, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch. And my wife went to bed. Kids were down in the basement. I was like, I've got the whole TV. I can just sit here with the dog, and I'm gonna watch a movie and take it all in its glory. So I decided to watch Dune, the old one.
Oh right.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my God.
Yeah.
which I have never seen. And it started with this woman talking about stuff, and then it fading to this blue starry universe. And then she came back and was talking a bit more. And I was like, this is trippy. This is good. I like this. This is really cool. And then it just went shit. And that movie, I don't know what. And I remember this movie from years ago. I don't think I ever seen it, but they always gave the impression that it was never very good. It was an
Sting's
epic
in it though.
movie,
It
but-
must have been brilliant. Sting's in it.
I think it's things like that. I think it tries too hard, that movie. Like the sets look too much like sets, even though they're really elaborate. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work for me. He ends up fighting Jean-Luc Picard, and they have this sort of
What?
really shitty CGI. Yeah, Jean-Luc Picard is like the sergeant in arms or something. So he goes to fight the guy, and then they have this really crappy CGI shields and stuff. And I don't know, it just didn't work for me, so I didn't really make it through. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't know. Do we have any Dune fans in here? Dave, you strike me as
don't-
someone who would be a
I
Dune
don't remember
fan.
the original.
No.
No. I watched
No.
the one recently.
Any good?
It was loud.
I watched the new
Um,
one.
Yeah.
All right.
The new one's good, but
Okay.
I haven't read the book or anything clever like that. So
The game was good.
Yeah.
The game,
Was
the
it?
games in
Was
the
it
in the 90s, late 90s, Spice Wars. It was like
that's the new one, isn't it? Spice Wars.
What year
no,
in that?
yeah.
What year did
No.
that come out? Because I might be able to play that. I don't know.
I think it's on
It's
the
like
Amiga.
Windows 95.
95. I think that was in my decade that I changed. So I think we're
Uh,
good.
Might have been 92.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
fucked.
definitely okay. I'm
Uh,
playing that.
Yeah, 92. That was a good game. I played it on
Okay.
Amiga.
So, but anyway, yeah. So it's going to be an Indian Odyssey over the
Arnie
next
says
few
that's the
days.
year he was born. I am going to punch him the next time I see him, probably.
Who?
I'd
What?
like to see that.
Arnie.
Oh,
I'd pay to see that.
Okay, it's on.
All right. Let's now we've finished in violence. Let's move on to what we've been playing. I think we should let Dave start.
Ooh, I can't remember what I put. I put Squad. I played Squad.
Squad.
Real Squad. I bought this ages ago and played a few rounds.
You've
with,
talked
Squad.
about it on the podcast, I believe.
I have talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, it's relevant because I've got Squad as well, so we can kill two birds with one stone here.
Yeah. So was it last Saturday? We all got. Somebody was saying let's play a game together, and then everybody was like, "Oh, let's play Squad." So I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll play Squad." Installed it. We had a game together. First time, I think Fraser played it, and Matt was in with us. Sean was the leader, and there was somebody. I think Arnie was playing
Mark,
with us.
no, Mark was in with us.
Matt was in with us. And it was kind of like a lot of running around going, I don't know, not sure what we're doing. Fraser went off and done his own thing and just randomly firing into the air.
Well,
I'm
I'll tell you
guessing
what.
I couldn't see your screen.
No, we're feeling our way around with it. I mean, for a lot of us, I don't know how much you played before, but I had no idea what we were doing. So when I started, I was in the squad, but I clicked on a wrong deployment area.
Yeah.
So I deployed on the other side of the map. When I did catch up with you guys, and then it wasn't long after that we were dead.
Yeah.
And then in the second game I played, we went off in a truck together, and then I got killed early and respawned back at the base, and these guys wouldn't give me a lift, so I had to walk all the way to where you guys were fighting, and the maps are absolutely huge.
Yeah.
So again, I was like stuck, not really getting in any action.
Yeah, that's hard.
But that being said, we went in again the next day, and I asked you this, Dave. You weren't with us, I don't think, on that mission. We went in. Mark, Matt, Stan, my boy, was in with us, and it was good. Matt took charge, which you need somebody. So the premise behind Squad is the fact that you have massive battles, 50v50, I think it is, or can get up to.
It can get up to, yeah.
But the big unique selling point is the fact that you have squads. So we go in as a squad, whether it's 4 or 5 or 6 of us or whatever it might be. We have a squad leader who is Sean, or the second time it was Matt.
Mhm.
And that squad leader is responsible for directing us and liaising with other. I don't know whether he liaises with the other squad leaders. Probably.
I think they can, but yeah, the idea is that
you have a hierarchy though of command, chain of command.
Exactly.
So ultimately somebody is coordinating the whole. You as a whole, what would you call that? A whole battalion or a platoon or a battalion, maybe, right?
I don't know what's going on in this video.
So it's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm really, really interested in pushing forward with this because the pace of it was nice. It wasn't super hectic. It was more about, it had that PUBG sort of getting into position. It had a bit of PUBG feel to it. Like you're going to get fucked out. As soon as you get into a fight, somebody's going to die pretty quick. Yeah. But there's a lot you can do, right? The communication is key.
Yeah. There's practically no UI. There's a little bit on actually who's in your squad, and I think you don't even have, or it depends on the gun. Either you have a ammo count or just the count of how many mags you have, an indication if you've used any bullets in those mags or not. I found it super weird that the player names tags above them, like even your own team, don't show until you're either highlighting them for a long period of time, highlight them with binoculars, or are super close to them. So it's like there's always that split second, and friendly fire is always on. So there's always that split second of who can I see? Are they on my team? Should I shoot them or not?
Yeah.
And
which adds to that sort of fact that you really need to keep talking to people and have an idea of where people are, like the compass call outs, people telling you people are approaching from which areas and
which
stuff
direction.
Like that.
And you've got to have a sort of an awareness of who and what the terrain is around you. And then like it's super easy to die. You can literally just like be hit once or twice with bullets and you're down, you're dead, and you don't really have an indication of where you got shot from sometimes. So like you can either sort of choose to bleed out and die, or there's a long timer for that you can call for help. But do you want to be pulling people into where that you got hit from, because there might be just somebody waiting for people to resurrect you and stuff. It's very tactical and very interesting.
Hmm.
But you can set up what you're saying earlier is you can set up sort of spawn areas. So the games that we've been playing is sort of taking over flags, which enable you to spawn into certain locations if you need to. But you can coordinate with other squads who deliver supplies and set up a new base, set up mortars, set up respawn, sort of ammo crates, or where you can change your loadout, because that's another thing as well. Is your loadout is massive on actually the role that you play and how you sort of help your squad. And I think there's like 12 or 13 different roles that you can play as.
Right.
I just choose medic or just a gunner, but yeah, you can be like anti-tank and anti-air. You can sort of have heavy machine guns, but you don't move so fast, but you can lay down suppressive fire. Engineers that set up some of these things. There's a lot to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, my
Yep.
last loadout on the last time we played, I had a rocket launcher. I was pushing forward to try and find something to destroy. It never happened. I got killed before I even fired it.
But
But I'm
yeah,
going to go back in. The plan is we're going to play, I think, on Saturday night. So if anybody wants to get involved,
So
we're all pretty much noobs at it. So
what makes this more interesting than like Arma 3, which is like a mill sim? This is effectively a mill sim. So
I
a
think
military
it's
sim.
just somebody's picked it. It's got a couple of things that sort of suit the fact that we can all get together and play it, right? The fact that it is, a squad and we can have a number of us, and I don't know. It's just
yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna be
all
fun.
PvP as well. I don't think there is any player versus AI or environment. It's all multi. There's no NPCs or anything like that. And the games are, I'll say, relatively short, 40, 50 minutes.
Yeah,
per-
pretty much
per
something
round.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, from that point of view, it's pretty good too. It's not like it's a drawn out day long battle or anything. But there's lots to figure out. I don't know. It just seems like a good social thing to have something for us to all get.
Not if you don't have it.
Well, you might want to go buy it then.
Well, it's fucking not on sale anymore, so I don't think I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to join us on that, then just drop us a line.
Yeah.
And we'll figure
Yeah.
out how to do it.
And then one other game I've been playing. I downloaded and started playing Warzone, the new
Ooh,
map.
with helicopters with guns. Ooh.
Helicopters with guns. I haven't actually got in a helicopter with a gun yet. I've just played a few games and didn't last very long. But yeah, I've downloaded that. I've done that on the back of what you said the other day. So that was a new map. And I was like, oh, I think I had a problem with Warzone in that it wouldn't update, just physically wouldn't update. Like, didn't matter what I'd done. So I had to uninstall Warzone, tried to reinstall it, and it wouldn't reinstall. So I deleted Battle.net, and then that's as far as I got last time. I was trying to mess about a bit, so I was like, okay, well, start again. I had a bit of a problem sorting the installer out for Battle.net, but once I sorted that, it was all good. And then yeah, it was massive download, 180 gig or something just for Warzone. So that took a little while, but yeah, a couple of rounds. I'll have to let me know when you're on. We can jump on together. But yeah, it's
Okay.
good old fashioned. Well, I say it's. Have you played much of it, Pilch?
I haven't played the map because I play Resurgence most of the time, so I played that because there's
Right.
a new map on there as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
But yes, it's good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
much of the match, just still the same. We're just in a different area, but it always plays good, doesn't it? It's a solid game. So
Yeah, but it's funny. My phone seems to know when I've been playing it because I always get like the best loadout that you must be using in Warzone. It's like why? I guess there must be cookies or something that Chrome picks up on when I start playing it. But yeah, it's just like my news feed is. You won't believe what the best loadout for Warzone. You're like, fuck off.
I've used the same loadout for 2.5 years. Never changed it.
So yeah, that's it. Squad and Warzone for me.
Okay. Where is the show notes here?
have you
Pil-
printed them off?
No, Neil, I'll tell you what happened because you're so concerned about it. Is that I printed the first 2 pages, which is usually enough, but because we had such massive listener feedback, it pushed what we've been playing to page 3, which I didn't print, and I'm not going to print it because I think we should save a tree. Okay. There you go.
Good for you. Maybe you could save an extra couple.
All right, Neil, you can go next.
Oh fuck. Right, well, I've been playing a few games that I've been playing previously. So we'll talk about Vampire Survivors briefly, or not as briefly, depending on how things go.
Well, all of us have got Vampire Survivors on our list, except for
Indeed.
Dave.
Even me.
Yeah, I didn't.
Even Pilch has played it.
Didn't play it as yet.
So, where do we start with this game?
Well, I'll tell you where we can start. Is that I played Vampire. I got a little bit more into Vampire Survivors this week. I found a little bit of my interest waned a little tiny bit, but then I found if I pick the right time to play it, I really just enjoy it.
When you're absolutely cabbaged, do you mean?
No, it's not that at all. It's just like, have I got half an hour to kill? Am I not really
What else
in the
can I
mood?
achieve in this 20 minutes gap that I have?
It suits sometimes when I don't really want to fire up Valorant, or I don't want to fire up something a bit more heavy. But Vampire Survivors is not a heavy game to play. But what I did, I was starting to lose. I'm very, very aware that as soon as I feel like I'm not making progress on it of some sort, I feel a little bit disheartened playing it. But I was close to doing that, and then I played it this week, and I was like, I'm gonna open up the Grimoire. What other things have I got to evolve? So we assume at this point people know that you can evolve the weapons. So the last game I played, there's 2 things that have happened, and I don't know how much, but the moon glow shit is happening to me now. Have you done that?
I don't think I've really done what I need to do with the moon glow.
Yeah,
because I see things and I like. I guess I need to play this. Like I've tried a couple of times to do some weird. There's a level you play, and you get to a point, and then it all goes a bit fucking weird, and you get teleported to a new sort of location, and then you have to try and get around this maze almost.
Right.
But I keep dying when I do that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're pretty much at the same point. I'm trying to figure out how not to die on that. Yeah, and so and then I can still see on the Grimoire that there's other things to evolve, and I know there's an achievement as well for holding 6 evolved weapons. So
that's what I'm trying to be doing.
I'm very interested
in
trying to
do
that. Yeah, I'm very interested in trying to do that because I've had some weapons evolve this week, which is just batshit nuts.
It's really annoying. That is a frustrating one to go for because say you have there's weapons that you can pick up and choose out of the 3 options or potentially 4 that you get, and then there's boosters almost for those. Some of those boosters will evolve the weapons, so you have to know which ones you need. Like you need to get if you can only have 6 weapons, can't you? That's the thing. Initially, you can only have 6 actual weapons, but some of the things that are classed as weapons is like the laurel, which is not a weapon at all. It's like a fucking shield. So if you pick the laurel, you can't evolve that. So I don't quite. There's a point where it feels like there's a way to have more than 6 weapons on the go at once, but you've only got 30 minutes to get this shit done. So
why do you say there's only 6 weapons you can have? Because
you
the
have
first
6,
level,
like the top line, there's like you have the top line of which are weapons, and then there's like the bottom line to the top left are like boosters. But some of the weapons, inverted commas, are not actual weapons. Like the laurel is classed; it goes on the top line, which is like.
Can you really only have 6 weapons?
That's what it looks like to start with, unless you can somehow progress beyond those 6, which I assume is possible. But I haven't actually got to that point.
Well, some of the weapons in Grimoire combine multiple weapons into a single evolution.
Yeah. So I've had there's 2 like pistol looking things.
Yes.
Can't remember what they're called. But
Left
you need
and right,
those 2
whatever,
pistols and you need something else to evolve them into one super weapon.
I think it's the revive, isn't it?
I can't remember now. I'm not even going to try.
Anyway, I did evolve those. Yeah.
They're cool when they're evolved.
They are. It's like going to a fucking rave.
It's fucking some of the like. I did post a still of one. I don't even know. I can't even remember what I had going at the time, but it was just absolutely bonkers. Like it's fucking. The whole thing is like you're effectively passive in terms of being aggressive, but you pick up all these weapons and you evolve them. They get stronger and stuff like that, and it gets to a point where you're getting swamped by just literally like thousands of fucking enemies. That's when it gets like interesting to like try and survive the bombardment of the enemies via various means. There are multiple ways to be not getting killed towards past the 20-minute mark, say. Because what happens at 30 minutes, you're getting constantly bombarded by minions up until 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, you are bombarded by a fucking badass motherfucker who will literally kill you instantly, basically. So it's trying to extend beyond that, literally like 5 seconds beyond 30 minutes is the game.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole different thing that I'm working on. He's a completely different challenge. Pilch, you've been playing this, so where are you with all this? What's your take on it?
I have no clue what you lot are talking about. Okay. Basically, I've only played about 3 or 4 games of it. I just thought it was a twin stick shooter from the Amiga days. That's what I took from it.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't.
No, it's
played
not
enough
got its
to-
claws into you. No, it doesn't sound like it.
I'm not going to say that because I literally played it for a couple of days before I went to France. I got it on I bought it on the Mac, Steam. I spent more time trying to get me on the big to stream it on the big telly from my MacBook than I did actually playing the game. I'm not too sure why it didn't work. I got all the sound and everything, but I didn't get any picture, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I can see there's a game in there, but I don't know if I've got the interest in trying to find that game. I was quite enjoying just trying to get away from just
I find
hordes
your
and hordes
progression
of
is
enemies.
quite,
and I did
quite-
upgrade.
Yeah.
I did
You
upgrade
get a lot of
the
progression quite quickly,
weapons a little
is
bit.
what I find with it.
Yeah, quite a lot of things were sort of pinging up on the screen, and I could open up the menu and it said I'd leveled up, but I didn't really pay too much attention to what I was leveling. I got some swingy lassos sort of thing. I don't know.
The
Don't know.
I think
was
you
alright.
have. I think you have to make yourself the way to do it. How it got its claws into me was you have to know that your first goal is getting to 30 minutes, right?
Mm.
You know, it's
That's
not.
just the start. That's just the
That's
start.
just the
to be
start. Yeah,
honest.
your first goal is
Yeah,
to
but
make
this,
30 minutes.
This
know,
is
and then
this
then
is a PC game to me. This is just exactly the sort of thing that I know people put hundreds and hundreds of hours in. It's not. I don't think it's a console
I don't.
game.
I disagree. I wish this was
Yeah.
on my. I wish this was on the Xbox and I could play this on the couch. Because
Okay.
just fire it up, have a game, and be done with it. Yeah, I think so.
maybe
I mean, there's
one
nothing.
day.
It is on the Xbox, by the way, on Game Pass.
No, it's
Oh,
only on
is it?
PC though.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but only on PC Game Pass.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be
Otherwise,
long.
I wouldn't have
It'll be.
paid.
This is coming to
I
consoles.
paid £2 for this game. I'll just let you
Yeah.
know.
Rip
Oh,
off.
mate. How much?
I had £4 credit somehow in my Steam account, so I still got another. I can buy another £2 game.
Oh, you could gift a copy.
The only
to
two
somebody.
I've bought 2 games. 2 games I've got. Euro Truck Simulator when you lot were going
Nice.
crazy on that, and this. That's my
Nice.
Steam library.
Yeah, so I'm still going to be pottering around with this, trying to suss out how to get those 6 evolved weapons. There's like, I don't know, I've got a list. There's a list of like 150 things or whatever, or achievements effectively. And I've got still like 20 or 30 left to go. And I'm like, how am I going to do that? I've got to get to level 99 with this character level and beat to 31 minutes on this level and stuff like that. So I am definitely going to be going back in and pottering
Oh yeah,
around.
I'm not done with it yet. I gotta figure this out. I gotta get to this point
Yeah.
where
It's
this
a puzzle game, effectively, isn't it? It's like how am I going to fucking... I know there's a way to just go, I am like the guy in fucking GoldenEye until he fucking dies. I am invincible. And then he gets fucking frozen. That's what happens generally. I'm invincible! And then you die.
Yeah. It was
But
interesting that they had an update this week, and
yeah,
I had been on the subreddit, and I've been very careful not to give myself any spoilers or cheats or anything, or find out how to do anything. But I was reading one thing where they were talking about quality of life improvements, and somebody had said what they really wanted was that end. When I say end game, I mean the last sort of
Post 30 minutes,
the last 10, post 20 minutes, where your everything is fully leveled up. So every time you level up, all you do is you get a choice of money or chicken.
Yeah.
Bing, money. Bing, money. Bing, money.
See,
And these guys,
money is almost... I've got to the point now where money is basically meaningless.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't got to that point
The only
yet.
thing I can unlock on my unlocks is the curse thing, where it increases the rate at which enemies spawn and stuff like that. And I'm like, actually, I'm not sure I really want to do that right now.
Oh, I bumped that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
somebody was saying what they really wanted was like basically an ability to just have that automatically done. Don't make me have to select chicken or bag of money every time. So in the update this week, they gave that was in there. So the dev,
chicken or coin?
Well, actually, if you choose money, it chooses money every time unless
you actually need chicken.
If you choose chicken, it'll grab a chicken for you every time, but if you have full health, it'll grab a money bag instead.
Right, that's what I'd go for, because I literally have no need for the money anymore, basically. Until they introduce more things which you can unlock, I guess, which seems to happen relatively regularly.
Yeah, so that was nice to see that they'd put that in. And I got a feeling from reading, I think, the patch notes that it's getting close to being in its release state.
Yeah. I don't know how it's not already released, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just things are changing. I mean, quite a bit has changed since we bought it. It's not been that long. But yeah, it's really good. Still, we're talking about it next week.
Yeah, more than likely. See how we get on next week.
Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Is it still me?
Yes, it's still you.
I've managed to go back to Demon Souls. got murdered and felt massively just
You
fucking
lost all
felt
those
like I'd been
souls, didn't you?
felt like I'd been massively fucked over by the game. But I've gone back and made a bit more progress. I haven't got that far past where I got to, so I'm not going to speak about that loads. Still playing Halo. Right. So a fucking load of new games hit Game Pass this week. F1 22, the Formula One game. I played a bit of that. I played that for quite a while, for a good couple of hours. It's very good if you like Formula One racing games, and if you're on PC and have a DualSense controller, a PS5 controller. The trigger fancy shit works on the PC. So like one of the things I did notice playing it was like when you go to pull the brake on the left trigger, it's definitely got like that resistance, which you may have seen more so on the PS5 than you have on the PC version. But that all works and is very cool. It looks pretty fucking fantastic, I've got to be honest, on my PC with my 3080 fully ray tracing and all that shit.
So it should.
Indeed. It costs a lot of fucking money to get that shit going, but I've only got the 10-hour trial via EA Play via Xbox Game Pass PC. But
What, you can only play it for 10 hours?
I've got 10 hours, and then I can't play it anymore unless I buy it, which
Well,
probably
that's
won't
not really a
happen.
Game Pass game then, is it?
But it's only 50
Really?
quid, to be fair. It's 50 quid on PC.
Oh,
Whereas if you buy it on
much?
this is a brand new game. It literally just came out on Friday or whatever. So
Well,
you
that
know,
sounds
it's
to me like typical. We had this. This isn't a Game Pass thing, then, is it? Because we used to have this before, where you got like free trials and then you had to buy it.
They're called
no,
demos.
They've always
No.
done that, haven't they?
no,
yeah.
this is
EA
EA
Access
Play.
or whatever they call it.
EA
Yeah,
Access,
right.
yeah,
EA
EA
Play
Play.
is included
Origin,
in
yeah.
Game Pass, and you still get your 10 hours of trial.
New releases.
But eventually, once it's put on EA Play properly,
You get it for included.
you will get it for free. So in 6
Yeah.
months' time, you'll get it for free.
But yeah. And if you're a member of EA Play, you get 10% discount on purchases. Woo, woo, woo. But on PC, at least, it's only 50 quid to buy F1 F1 22 versus
Only.
on console, it's probably 70 quid.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's a fucking, if you like F1, obviously the thing is with this, obviously it's a Formula 1 game. There is a Formula 2 in there as a variant in terms of racing, and they have added this season, instead of classic racing games of classic F1 cars, you have supercars, which you can earn credits for. There's fucking like a season pass, all of that modern take on monetization. But you get, like I say, I've picked up 3 supercars in the fucking 3 hours that I've played, and you can do like time trials in like a fucking fancy Ferrari, an Aston Martin F1 type thing, or McLaren's. There's about 8 supercars that you can like pick up through like playing the game, and have them in your garage and show them off in your garage. And there's like all the cosmetics through like season pass and all that shit. So, but if you're just into the Formula One, it feels like a pretty good version of Formula One. Apart from the fact that the Mercedes is actually good from like race 1, whereas it's actually been a big turd until recently. But yeah, so I managed to, I just went in and I picked the Mercedes because I thought I'd be up for a bit of a challenge, but I was actually just fucking smashing everything. But because I obviously had it on an easy difficulty. My son, I raced up against my son in time trials. And he was accusing me of being on easy mode and basically cheating. So I let him have a go, and we were doing. I said, "All right, okay, fine, whatever. We'll play Spa, Belgium." I did a lap time or whatever, and give him the controller. I was like, "Fine, hey, you have a go." He got to the first corner and couldn't even turn around the first corner because he'd locked his brakes up. And he's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" But I was like, "Well, you've just locked your brakes up, so you couldn't turn." He was like, "Ooh." So he went into the settings and put it on easy mode, and then smashed my time by about 3 seconds. But so he's cheating, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, F1 22 feels like it's better than last year's version, despite being massively unrealistic. Because like I was driving the Mercedes and it wasn't fucking bouncing up and down like a fucking motherfucker, as we've seen in the last few races. But it's very good. I haven't tried it in VR because I'm not playing VR anymore because
No.
always. Well, oh, okay. Massive controversy. Me Xbox Game Pass rewards that I've been doing. I've been blagging like 300 points roughly a day via playing games and collecting points through the piece, playing on PC basically via the app on my phone. This week, the last 3 days, 2-3 days, they have decided to replace the playing with friends on PC quest with playing fucking Fortnite on cloud gaming. I was like, you fucking wankers. Because I was quite happy. I've been playing Halo for the last fuck knows how long to complete that part of my rewards and picking up like nearly 300 points a day for doing that. The biggest part of the 300 points of a day is play with friends on PC, which was what I was doing to playing Halo. And now, last couple of days, it's been like, instead of playing friends with PC, it's play Fortnite on cloud gaming, which was, I was like, what the fuck? I haven't done it today. I did it yesterday for the first time.
How many times do you have to do it?
Every day to get the reward. Why has your camera disappeared?
He's eating.
So I opened Microsoft Edge, and you have to go to xbox.com/play, log in, and then you can play Fortnite. It's the only way to do it. I was like, what a fucking pain in the arse this is. Hoping they'd fuck it off after a day. No, it's back again today. So, bollocks. So I'm probably going to get less points towards my rewards. Because although I managed to finish 24th out of, I don't know, fucking how many actual people, I didn't mind actually playing Fortnite. I was like, actually, it felt pretty good on the controller. You have to play on controller for me to work it through the Game Pass thing. Felt pretty good. Well, if I was playing natively, it would look pretty good. But I'm not playing this through cloud gaming. If I was going to play this game, if I could play it through natively, it would probably be alright. But playing it through cloud, it would be fine, and then it would just be an absolute fucking nightmare and run real like shit. So I'm not fucking doing this to get my points every day. So I guess if I don't do it, there's more likelihood that I fuck it off as a reward. Who knows? Or maybe the less I play it, the more likely they are to keep it as a reward because they want to give less rewards. I don't know. But basically, fuck them, the wankers. They've taken away me 150 points easy for playing Halo. So I'm not happy with that. But Fortnite as a game actually felt pretty good. And I was in the build mode. And that's not why I lost. So I just got absolutely murdered by someone who actually knew what they were doing by the look of it. But I actually felt like it was quite good for the bit that I played when it was actually running okay. But anytime it was running like shit, doesn't feel great on cloud gaming. So
Bit more your
Probably
game,
won't.
Fortnite, isn't it? Rather than the adult games like PUBG.
Yeah. Like, I like to play a polished game, which is not absolute garbage. So yeah. What else have I played? I played. Oh, did I say about DJ Max Respect? I already said that. Oh, fucking, what a nightmare that was. Come to Game Pass yesterday, installed it. It's a rhythm action game, like Dance Dance Revolution, I guess, where you have to place the right button at the right time. I uninstalled that pretty fucking quick. I gotta be honest. After about 10 minutes, I was like, I can't fucking do this.
10? I played it for
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Well, I'm obviously, I try a bit harder than you do. But yeah, it was like random fucking music, and I'm like, you have to press. The way I had it on a controller was up on the D-pad or left on the D-pad or triangle or circle on the PS5 controller,
Yeah,
which would
didn't
be
make
what,
no
like
fucking sense at
Y
all.
or B on the fucking Xbox controller, and it was
No
just
sense.
like
Totally
after about 2 minutes, I was
unintuitive.
like, I can't fucking do this. I keep pressing the wrong fucking button. So yeah, and that got uninstalled pretty fucking quickly, I have to say. But yeah, won't be playing that again. And the only other game, I think, I said Halo, but I'm still playing Halo because I still like Halo. I'm plodding along with the old Battle Pass and that. I unlocked the latest season pass, and I'm up to like level 75 or something. So I'll have enough money for the next one based on what I've done so far. And then I've been playing randomly some Rainbow Six Siege on my PC. So this has been around fucking ages as a game. And when was this? I don't even know when this came out.
Oh man, this has got to be at least. This was out in my old PC, so I think this has got to be 6 years.
At least 6 years. So it's actually, you know what? It's in year 7, so I'm guessing it's been around 7 years. As there's a year 7 pass at the moment, so I'm guessing it's 7 years.
There you go.
It's changed. Well, I don't know. It's evolved a little bit. In terms of like how many characters there are and their abilities. There's loads of new guys that I've never seen before, and they've added a few new game modes over the time. Like there is a team deathmatch mode, which appears to be fucking empty most of the time, unless it's after about 7 p.m. or whatever. Because I was like, I don't really want to just jump in to the normal Siege games and get told off for being shit, because I haven't played it for fucking years. But so I was like trying to get into team deathmatch and really struggling to find games. But what? So I'd played a few games of team deathmatch in one evening, and I was like, actually, I'm getting the hang of this. But then getting back into the actual normal game modes, which is like basically was like defuse
You have
the bomb.
to know what you're doing, right?
There's defuse the bomb, and there's like capture the hostage or whatever. But all of these different characters, whether you're on defense or attack, have so many like individual abilities. And I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing with these abilities.
No, you're well behind the curve. You've got
exactly.
You're jumping in a massive deep end to come in this late now.
I need to probably watch some videos about what this fucking this guy I've got actually even does and what it's capable of like throwing some fucking shit through a wall or whatever. And even just defending, I'm like, should I be reinforcing this wall? I don't even know if this is the right wall I should be reinforcing.
Does anybody normally give a shit about this wall, or is everyone going to be looking at? Everyone's looking at me going, "Why are you putting that there?
What the fuck are you doing, chap? That's completely pointless." Or like blocking a doorway. I don't know. Don't really know what I'm doing, but I feel like it's still pretty fucking good. Like in terms of the actual like shooting and stuff. And playing just team deathmatch, I was like, I had a good session one night just playing deathmatch and just killing people, and I was like, I'm getting the hang of this. But then, like I say, like I couldn't get a game in deathmatch, and I was just like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to play like the fucking normal version of the game, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Please don't shout at me. But it's good. But it's fucking like just knowing what to do is really hard. But
It's another
it's
game.
only-
It's that's got to be a full-time job, a game like that, to stay on top of it.
I don't
right?
know. I don't know about that. I
Mm.
think if you just played for an hour a day, it's not a full time job. An hour a day, is it? But I think you could get all right at
I
it.
think if you're
It's
playing a
different-
game,
there's no
if you're
difference to
playing a
fucking
game,
Valorant or something like that.
no, right? But I mean, the thing about Valorant is, right? You know, it's not only what the character you're playing. You're constantly
The
trying
thing
to
with
learn the
Valorant,
map.
there's only like 10 characters versus like they're now fucking about 50 in fucking Siege. And like, I
Yeah,
don't know what
but
the fuck all those guys
I
do.
don't. Right, I don't doubt it, because even with Valorant, you know, you're constantly not only are you thinking about what you're doing and what abilities you have, it's what are you up against? Like, what trap is around the
Yeah.
corner? Which characters haven't been killed yet? So what are they? What could they possibly do to you? Have they used their utilities? So I can't even imagine like having another one of those on the go, or something that's
Mm.
like 7 years in the making. Like, how many characters have they got now?
I like I say, there's fucking like, I can spend 40 odd quid to get up to year 5, and there's still like year 6 and 7 after that. I'm like, I'm not sure I really want to be spending that money to like get all of these guys, because I'm like, at the end of the day, the guy that I've already got in year 1 might actually be one of the best guys. Don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a bit much, but I mean, it's clearly good because it's had that longevity. But like they've only added the team deathmatch in the last 6 months, but it doesn't seem like there was a few people like going, hooray, like there's a mode that you can go in to warm up and get ready to kill people, rather than just have to like play unranked or whatever, because it's like all like ranked, unranked, and fucking super hardcore like mode to play. But yeah, it's just a bit like jumping back into a game, like you say, it's been around 7 years. It's like, oh, but I do like the gunplay in it, and when I was managed to get into games that was just deathmatch, I was like, I'm quite enjoying this, just running around killing people. It's quite fun, because it's like, if you shoot people and you shoot them good, then they're dead very fucking quickly. Like the time to kill is fucking like very low if you hit people in the head and shit like that. So from that point of view, it's good, but you know, if you're on the receiving end, it's not good. When you're like, I don't know where I should be standing when I'm trying to protect the bomb or whatever. I'm like, should I be standing here? And then like I'm like, oh, I can see some feet walking around on some stairs through like a tiny little gap through like a doorway that I can see. And I try and shoot it and I miss. And then someone else who's like looking the other way pops me straight in the face. I'm like, oh, bollocks. But yeah, so it's a bit harsh, but we're coming into it at this stage. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I might
play to
I
you.
might be tempted to have another little dabble, but
Drop some coin on it, sir.
I've already got this game. I don't have to pay any money to carry on playing this game.
No.
So,
Didn't you get this with like a graphics card years ago?
oh, fuck knows where I got it from. I've got
It's been
quite
free
a
to play, though,
few-
hasn't it?
yeah. Well, I don't know about. It's not free to play. You have to pay a bit to get in when it's on sale.
Oh.
Like the cheapest version of the game is not the version to buy, but whether the one up from that is not too bad a version to buy. But yeah, there's fucking so many guys and characters now. It's mental. Because you're split into like attackers and defenders. And I think I've got 19 attackers and 20 odd attackers and 19 defenders out of fuck knows how many there are. So, and each one character has their own special like ability. And there might, like, usually what happens with these games is whoever's the newest character has definitely got the best abilities, and they just fucking rule everybody.
Yeah. So
yeah.
please buy him.
Yeah, exactly. Spend some money, fucking carry on. But, it's decent, but yeah, a bit fucking tricky.
Okay. Is that you done then?
think so.
Pilch.
Okay, Vampire Survivors, we've already talked about that. Right, I'll start by saying that yet again, another one of my controllers has started fucking left stick wandering. And I have played 3 point and click games this week, which did not help. So, so first one, Game Pass. I've played House Flipper. Has anybody heard of, or because I know it was on
I've
PC
heard of
for a
this.
long time?
Hmm.
Okay. Basically,
No,
you
I saw
are-
this, but there is no way I want to play this.
No.
You liar.
Okay.
No.
So you start off the game. You are basically doing up houses for to make money. So it starts off. You get this little shed. That's the first house you come to. That's on the screen now. So you go to this little shed. It says, "Here's your office. This is all you can afford." So you go in there. There's a little computer there, and you go on the computer and you get an email, and it says, "Oh, my boyfriend's fucked up my house. He's ripped off a couple of radiators. Can you come and fix the house up?" So you go off to fix the house. You walk in. It's pointing. It's a not quite point. Most of the menus and shit's pointing and clicking. It's all mouse based, really. And you go in the house and you have to choose. You have to. There's loads of shit on the floor. There's rubbish, and you just point and click over the stuff and press a button, and it clears the rubbish up. Then you have to get a duster out and dust work surfaces, and that cleans that up. And then it says, "Oh, you've got to go and fit a radiator." So you have to go into the menus. You have to buy a radiator. You start off with a little bit of cash. So you buy the radiator and then you have to fit it. And by fitting it, you have to click on the hole where the radiator should be, and it fits the radiator. Now it says you've got to install the radiator. So you have to move over to where the connections are and the pipes, and you have to click on that, and then you click on the next bit, and it just as you're clicking on it, it connects it up. And right, okay, thank you very much. Here's some money. Fuck off. So you go back to your little office, and the next one comes in. "Oh, can you come and do some improvements on my house?" So off you go. It's very similar to the way Lawnmower Simulator worked. I know a couple of you played that.
Yeah,
So
but you know what? The thing about lawn mowing simulator that I liked was actually just mowing the lawn, right?
yeah,
Just
mowing the lawn.
just like going along, and there was a sort of zen aspect to it, where all the other things I've tried, like PC building simulator, mechanic simulator, and then and I was thinking this would be the same. Is that just general day-to-day, like click, move this, go do this, do
Yeah,
that, or whatever?
click move that. It's
I'm
on
not
it's on the chat now. You have to move some furniture about, just tidy the house up generally. TV's on the floor. You have to put that up. You have to move some couches.
I
go
can't even be
Yeah.
asked to do it in my
bedrooms.
I
actual
can't.
house, let alone do it on
I
my
just
computer.
I
So,
can't see the
right.
appeal.
So the next bit is, "Oh, can you fix the sink? Can you? Oh, I need a new sink." So now it involves water. So I connected the sink up, and then it says you got to put the trap in. You got to fucking fit every little bit. You got to put the U-bend. You got to put the trap in.
Can I
Actually,
just
I
say?
accidentally.
Can I just say something? I
Mm,
fucking love your game reviews like this, because there's this excellent 10 minutes of description, but all I can think about is he gonna say he loved it, or is he gonna say it's shit? Like,
Most of
right.
the time,
he
he's going to
won't.
say it's shit.
He plays to the crowd. You know that he's playing to the crowd.
Let me just finish. So basically, you get this email, and this guy says, "I need some radiators and a bit of bathroom updating. I'll pay you whatever I think. If you do a good job, I'll pay you what I think it's worth." Well, unfortunately, while I was fixing the sink, I turned the fucking tap on before it was connected to anything. So I flooded the floor. I still got paid for the job, but I didn't know whether it didn't tell me whether he paid me more or less than he thought he was going to pay me. So there's a bit on the screen now. Is you clean the windows, you clean the floor, you clean everything.
Right. So,
You
but
get
was there
different.
no repercussion for you flooding the
I
flooding?
didn't see when he paid when I finished the job. It said you've done the job 100%. It didn't.
What?
I didn't notice it
Apart from
flagging
the
up and
apart
saying,
from the water damage to the
yeah.
structure.
It didn't
I
flag up
assume you had to
saying,
clear that up.
yeah, I mopped it up afterwards. Yeah, but so there's so many scenarios, different tools. You literally that's clip on here where mate's fixing a car or fixing a bike. You have to get all the right. You have to buy the equipment. You have to fucking buy tools for the job, and so sorry. I did these 2 jobs, and I went back home, and then there's 3 more emails. Pick the jobs what you want to do. The idea is that you build up eventually to do like £1 million houses and shit, but it's
Become
shit.
like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
If I've uninstalled it, I will not be playing it again.
Oh, jeez.
Boo.
Thank
Okay,
you for
so the
taking that
next,
bullet.
all right, next one. Wimbledon's on at the moment. I like a bit
Yeah.
of Wimbledon, and Match Point Tennis appeared on Game Pass today. Today or
We're not
yesterday? I'm
fucking
sure.
around, are we?
I I don't mind a tennis game. I do like a bit of tennis, but since Wii Tennis come out, it's not quite the same with a controller. You just don't get that feel of playing, do you? So I had a few little games of it. It's not none of it's sanctioned or the sponsors or
It's
there's
got actual people in
every
it, eh?
There's nothing official
they've
about it, is there?
not real people. It's got people,
No,
but
Nick
they're
Kyrgios is
not.
in it. So he's like
Is
Wimbledon
he?
finalist.
Because it said at the start, none
He's
of
the main guy
these.
on the. He's like the cover star. Is
Is
Nick
he?
Kyrgios?
Okay, because it said on there none of these arenas or people are represent. Perhaps they've only got him.
Apart from
I
Nick
don't know.
Kyrgios. Maybe Nick
But you
Kyrgios is
can't. You
actually
couldn't
being
play
quite
as him.
pleasant during the
You
game
had to play.
instead of being an
You could only
absolute
play
bellend.
as yourself. But
Mhm.
it was good. I'd give it a good half hour. I had a couple of rounds, and it was a good tennis game. But like I say, it's not like Wii tennis. That they haven't
That's
done
not.
nothing since that. It's gone back to the old school way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know, well, half an hour. That's not bad. That's almost like I think that I
No.
think
But it took me
Uh,
that long to have finish the actual
To
game I was
actually
playing.
install the game.
the publishers could put that on the back of the box, though, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Pilch,
Pilch says good
Pilch,
half
Pilch,
hour.
Pilch. Yeah, Pilch. We half an hour from Pilch. That's
Right, next one. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this. Solsta, Crown of the Magister. It is another point and clicky game. It's or depending on what character. Basically, it starts off. It looked quite funny. There's characters. You choose your characters. There's about 8 characters, but you have to choose a team of 4. Um, they're all different things. One's you can pick a wizard, you can pick an elf, you can pick a.
wizard.
They all have different. The usual tropes. And the game starts off. The 4 characters that you chose are sitting in a pub, effing and jeffing, and just being cockney type
Cockney?
characters. The usual
Fucking wide
characters.
boys.
Yeah. So they're in there, and basically each one tells a story. And so he says, "Oh, this happened to me the other day. I got chucked in prison," and then it goes to the prison, and then you start your little bit. So the first character that I had was he managed to get out of the prison. And he had to get out of this castle, and you have to point and click your way out. Pick a route. So you can only pick a certain distance. There wasn't any grid or anything on the screen, but as you moved your cursor around, you could choose different directions to go, and you had to work your way out. So he got out. Then the next character goes, "Oh yeah, I could do this." And the next character was turn-based. You could only move 5, 6, 8 squares around you. I had to kill these 2 2 wolves, and it's only just to show you how the characters start. But then I clicked on the fucking menu and saw what I can only describe as War and Peace. It was fucking
Just a wall of
pages and
text.
pages, and oh my god, and so many things to upgrade, and
Back
I
to
haven't
House
got.
Flipper.
So I ditched it off. That was the end of that one.
Fair
Definitely,
I
you need to be in the
can't.
right mood.
Oh god, you need to be. I don't know what you need to be in, but
A classic RPG,
right, next one.
Fallout type
So
of
yeah,
character.
it was and you've got 4 characters running at the same time. You've got to upgrade all the fucking lot of them. And
You should play
I
Divinity,
can't. I think
or not,
no, I
as the
shouldn't.
case may be.
So
You should play Hearthstone, mate. Have you played that yet?
here's here's the next one. This was a little bit different. Fall Guys.
Yeah, I played this.
What a game that is!
You know
I
what?
loved it.
Fall
Absolutely
Guys,
loved it.
my life is great. I got decent internet finally, so I sit down to watch Spider-Man, and then suddenly my wife gets called away for 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm sitting there with my daughter. We got nothing else to do. Fall Guys gets installed in a couple of minutes, and then we just played past the controller, and it was a right hoot.
It's fantastic. It's so funny. I haven't
So
managed to win. I haven't got. I've got to the final round a few times. I haven't won, but I have won individual rounds. I've come
oh, have you?
first.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
quite pleased about that. But it's just silliness, isn't it? It's just
Mm.
10 minutes
It's
of
like loving the
of
fact
nothing.
you can, like, if you're not going to win, you can still fuck someone else's game up.
getting away with them, jumping. Yeah, it's just good. It was just fun. So I've played that for a good couple of hours so far. So that was
Yeah,
good.
that's gone free to play almost everywhere, hasn't it?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't know
I've
how are they
seen it come up
monetizing
I
it now.
installed it, but it's all battle pass and all that shit. isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Yeah, it's got exactly the same battle pass as everywhere else. You can unlock shit, but you can if you haven't got the battle
There's
pass,
the John Halo skin.
every 5 or 6 items you get for free if you don't.
Right.
There was a perk on Game Pass that give you a chicken outfit or something, but Daisy very kindly fucking claimed that for herself using my. Wouldn't mind, but she's played it on PC for shit ton of hours, and she's got all the outfits, but still had to claim my outfit. Which is very kind of her. But yeah, it's a good game. I haven't tried any of. I've only done solo. I haven't tried any of the other modes yet, but it's definitely a put it on, have a laugh for 5 minutes, and turn it off again game. So that was good.
I've installed it, but I ain't actually got around to playing it yet. But I'm
Yeah.
sure. Can you have like
You-
a crew together? Like you can play a
Yeah.
group.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can.
there are team games, so I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got it. I've got it ready to go. So I'm looking forward to firing that up when I've got nothing better to do, and I can't play more than a
Yeah.
couple of rounds. But
Well, weird thing is, I turned it on, and then because it's the Epic account, isn't it? And I had 20 odd friend requests from various. I mean, I don't know whether it does it automatically, but Fraser's name come up as a player, so it said they were requested, so I just accepted. There was about 20 people on the list that have played it. Whether it was just the people who have played it automatically sends out invites. I don't know.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
because
so
a lot of
that's
games are doing that where they ignore the fact that you have friends, but they also allow you to have a friend in the game. PUBG does it. I've seen it on some other games as well. I can't think what, but yeah, I don't know what purpose that serves. Maybe it's
So
just
the last one I played. I needed to make some space on my hard drive, so unfortunately, Back for Blood has bit the dust finally. Because no one's playing with me. So I don't like playing on my own. I have actually got to the end to the last level and can't do it. I need to play with people, and no one's forthcoming. So I've had to ditch that for the time being. The last game I played is called Road 96.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit of a telltale sort of game.
Oh dear.
The idea is that there is something, a newsreader comes on and says something about elections for this town. But I think it's more of a state rather than a town. And basically, all the teenagers can't be trusted because there's something happened 10 years ago, and they're trying to discourage them from voting, and so they're all the teenagers trying to
Doing a
leave.
pretty fucking good job of
So-
that lately.
So you go on
man.
a road trip.
If you don't say this is
basically.
shit and you uninstalled it, we're never talking to you again.
You get in a car, and you have to choose things that you're interested in at the start, because it, depending on, you choose. It says, "Oh, do you like horror movies, or do you like this, or do you like that?" So you choose.
You like Greek
And-
wrestlers, Billy?
And
Do you
the
like getting
idea is that
wankered?
you traverse basically America from one side to the other, and depending on what you select as your likes and dislikes, every time you get to the next day, you have a different scenario, a different person to meet. So apparently there's hundreds of different routes you can take to get across. So the first one started, I picked up the newsreader. It's like TVAM, complete bullshit. Filling you with lies. Filling you with lies on the news, and you pick up this bloody reporter who's broken down. So she says, "Can you take me to the nearest phone?" And then you go through different dialogues. You can say, "Tell her to fuck off," or you can say, "Okay, come in." And depending on your choices, different things happen. So I got to where she was going, dropped her off, and then the next day it reloads, and the next day you go somewhere else along the road. And I got to this old trailer park, and you get out of the car and you can walk around the trailer park and meet different characters. And again, depending on what you decide, dictates where you go next. So at the end of it, they're saying, "Oh, I hadn't got any money. I hadn't got any money, and I could have bought a taxi, or I could have gone on a bus, but I didn't have enough money, so I chose to hitch a lift." Next minute, you're on a motorbike and sidecar, going down the road, talking to the bloke on the motorbike. And it all ties in. He starts saying about, "Oh, someone's going to try and assassinate this. Do you know this newsreader? Someone's going to assassinate her. It's my job to try and stop it." And then you have a conversation with him, and it's actually, I fucking loved it.
Whoa.
Yes. And it just something totally different and just interesting, because I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know. You just get a lift from someone and off you go, and then you just have the dialogue, and you have to think a little bit about what you're saying, because the next person that picks you up will impact on what you've done. And I think it's good. I'm definitely fucking going to be playing this. It looks
I've heard.
It's
I've heard
so
this is
interesting.
of all these type of games. This is a good one.
There's meant to be literally
choose your own
hundreds of
adventure type thing. Yeah.
yeah, you can, if you start again, you'll be on a totally different route and meet totally different people, a complete different scenario. I think it's good.
You never
Yeah.
fail to surprise me, Pilch.
It's on Game Pass.
This is
You
my
never-
what was that
You
game?
never know what's
What was
going
the
to catch
card
your
game I played?
fancy.
Slay the Spire.
That is, yeah, it's another Slay the Spire. It's just, this is why I like and hate Game Pass, because I'll play 10 things that are utter shit and then play something that I would never ever have bought, and I'll play it for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, fair play.
I think it's good. But I need to ditch my controller and get my other one out, because again, it's a bit point and clicky, and when you let go of the controller, it carries on going up.
Oh, so this is on PC Game Pass, so it might be better with a mouse.
It's definitely, yeah, it's a PC game.
There's no
all day long.
quick time events bollocks, is there?
No, everything's point and click. Everything. You even have to move your cursor to
Oh yeah, that's
ask questions and stuff. On you can turn round and look at the person. If you've got someone in the back of the car, you have to turn around and look at them before the next dialogue comes up, and you click on it. There's other things. There's these tapes. I'm not sure what it's about yet, but you get cassettes. I found 2 different cassettes, and you can play the music in your car, and it's depending on what music you're playing affects the person in the back. She'll go, "Oh, I don't like that kind of music," and then you piss them off. Or there's so many different things that's going on.
she plays some
it's
fucking
just
Jason
crazy.
Donovan or something.
You have to dance. One of the point things she goes, change the radio. So you're fucking about with the radio. You can either tell her to get lost. I ain't putting the radio on. But if you choose to go fiddle about with the radio, you fucking swerve and nearly hit someone coming the other way, and then you get sort of down points because you've nearly killed someone. And then she says, "Oh, dance! Do you want to dance?" And she gets in.
In the
She
car?
actually fell out of the car. She actually fell out of the back of the car. This woman, it was so funny because she was hanging out dancing, going woohoo, and she fucking fell out. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, you had the Bon Jovi on, did you?
Didn't have Bon Jovi on, so it's definitely worth a look. It's very interesting.
All right.
To see where this is going to go. I recommend it to anyone to have a little go at it.
All right. Yeah.
I
we'll
did
have a
not
peek then.
install that one from the Game Pass list. Of,
It looked
like the
the
fucking
worst one
tons
out of
just
the
came
lot.
out this week.
I know. Yeah. So that's me done.
Okay. All right. Well, that just leaves me, and I don't have anything left on my list except for Valorant, which I will not spend too much time on. Just suffice to say that what has been different this week is I mentioned last week that the guy, some of the main guys who play, Arnie, Jordan, or whatever, a few people have dropped off. Arnie and Jordan went off to grind and competitive, so I have not been playing competitive with them. They've ditched the Deadwood, and
right.
and they hit platinum 3. They hit platinum. Both
I
of them
assume
hit platinum.
you're now excluded from playing with those in ranked. I assume.
Yeah, there's too much disparity. It won't let us queue. Unless we have 5 of us, then doesn't matter what your ranks are to let you queue as a 5 stack. But the problem is, and it remains a bit of an issue, is that playing with these guys. See, Jordan hit diamond this week, right?
Nice.
Playing with these guys, I'm getting dragged up to playing with people who are too fucking good, right? And so I had this week have been playing comp, but on my own. I've become like Neil. I'm a dirty loner who is only happy in their own company. But I've been grinding away at comp. I've got myself out of iron into bronze now. I'm not far off bronze 2, just probably a couple of wins away. So but I'm enjoying it, and I seem to be with like a game where I'm actually sort of hovering around, decent kill KD ratios or whatever. So it's been good. Yeah, I'm enjoying that. That's been a little bit of a change. And we're playing some unranked still if we get together. But yeah, it's just interesting how there's been a little bit of a divergence there, people going off and doing what they want to do. And it's a little bit different for me to be enjoying comp, which I have never really historically enjoyed in the past. And that's Valorant. So that's me
Someone play
done.
Siege.
Neil needs Siege players, please. Someone can come and help him out. So that's it. And we have a show. So Dave, do you want to do your bit and take us out of here?
I will.
Oh, and somebody needs to shout out the old Twitchers too.
Yeah, I'll get Neil to do that in a bit. I'd like to say thank you for listening to Seal Podcast. If you'd like to ask us questions or get involved, please contact us either on Twitter at Seal Podcast, email us at sealpodcast@gmail.com, or join us on a Discord server. A link is pinned on Twitter. We have YouTube and Twitch channels, which we upload and stream to. And Neil, if you want to do the shout out of chat.
I'm going to shout out. Hang on, before you do that, because I'm going to shout out. I'm going to shout out chat. Yeah, I am jumping in. Arnie says, no, unrated over comp. Come on now. I'm not exactly sure whether he heard the last bit, is that we still are playing unrated.
Who wants to play now?
Oh,
Come on
yeah.
now.
No, I can't play now. My son's having a sleepover. I'm not going to be on, unfortunately. I could do a social and watch. I could hide under a pile of clothes and watch you do it.
Who misses?
Go on then, Neil.
We have had Arnie. We've had Hardy Dan. We've had JB83 and
Ruben
Lord
G.
and
Boy.
Highland Caper, aka Kev. And that's the chatters. If anyone else has been lurking, I'm afraid I haven't.
There was one. You missed one. There was another guy in
What?
there, Ruben.
Oh, yes,
Ruben
sorry.
Ruben Jaboy.
Jaboy. Ruben Jaboy, 2008. Thanks for joining. I hope that's not your date of birth. Yeah. But
I hope it is. We attract some young listeners. What would that make him? 14?
14.
Didn't GH Rocker was younger than that when he was listening to the Veteran Gamers, wasn't he?
Apparently so.
There you go.
Definitely didn't detrimentally affect him in any way.
Of course not. Okay. All right then, chaps. Well, it's nice to have all four of us back. I appreciate catching up with you again. And of course, we appreciate everyone who sent in messages for us to talk about or questions to answer. All that leaves me then is to just say thanks very much, and we'll catch up with you probably next week.
Hopefully.
Sounds good.
See ya.
Haters.
Cheers, guys. Bye.